Update that. Make sure I actually tell the people in my Discord that I'm streaming this time.
Yeah.
Copy paste this. Didn't have Metaphor downloaded, so we drive it.
Yes, at yourself.
Shut the fuck up.
Go at yourself.
I just want to make sure the game volume is good. Oh, the game volume is weird. It's very overbearingly loud on the stream thing and extremely quiet for us. I wonder why.
Oh, it's not extremely quiet for me.
Really?
Yeah, I
Like,
had to turn your stream down when that intro music was going because
look,
it
it's
was
like
loud.
down to 2. That's weird.
Wow, that didn't seem to affect it at all.
No, it was already at 2, Tyler.
Ah.
Like, it's at 2 on my volume mixer, but if you're hearing it really loud, it's like Forza's playing through its own, like, audio thing. That's weird. It's like I'll have to turn it down in-game with this. Huh? And then turn it up with this so I can actually hear it. Yeah, see, that's actually kind of quiet now.
Mm-hmm.
How's that?
That's better.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. This castle, this, like, small fucking castle, is property that Little Millie owns. Or the... not Little Millie, but, like, Forza Millie.
Sick.
This is her... This is one of her, like, 8 houses.
And she'll pay to repair that lamppost, obviously.
Well, so, I have a theory about Forza, and we can get into that. About both Forza Horizon 5 and 6 so far. And in my opinion, probably the other Forzas as well, but I haven't played them yet.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll get into that. But yeah, this is Millie's. Do you want to go on a property tour of all of Millie's houses?
Sure.
Hell yeah. So yeah, there's this one. She's like, she just owns an entire castle hotel. Right? Oh, I think I turned the music off in-game because I was listening to music on my Spotify. Is that your cum alarm?
It sure is.
Oh, I haven't got to tell you to come in forever. Tyler, come!
Oh no.
What?
I am out
Of cum?
of cum.
You just make
I
more?
gotta get a refill. I gotta get a refill from the doctor.
I'm trying to make the radio play music. I turned it up, but let's, I guess, turn it up more. There we go. Alright. Mixtape is the one I like. Yeah, so this is also... I can't tell which building it is.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's this one. Is another one of Millie's houses.
Yeah. Obviously less impressive than the Hotel Castle.
The Hotel Castle is the best one. We started off with the
Mhm.
best.
Mhm.
Sorry, I've been meaning to fire my gardener and just do it myself. And my landscaper. And my furniture designer. Anyway. Yeah, that's another one that she owns.
Right.
This one is pretty fucking good. Also, this is Forza 5 set in Mexico, so it's all gonna be like fucking Buenos Vistas and all this
I
fucking
noticed,
shit
yeah.
that I can't say properly. This one's actually also pretty... Like, I don't know
Pretty
if it's
nice.
both of these. It might just be that one. But yeah, she owns this. I'm not a fan of the
It's pretty nice.
color, but you know. It does have a pool. I'm in the pool.
Yeah, it's cool for when your car wants to swim.
And it is right next to the ocean.
For when your car wants to swim, but big.
Yeah. Then there's this one.
Mm.
What's up?
You have 56 out of 57 landmarks.
I don't know what the last one is. There's no, like, obvious indicator of where it is.
What do you mean it's a landmark?
Trust me. Yeah, I've this one, which is a nice one. I like the orange. It's a little bit... I'm pretty sure this is the one that you start with, that you get given for free.
Mm.
So it's kind of in the middle of nowhere. And looks a little run down. Oh yeah, there's a lot of drivers out here. What else? So there's this one. Rent the property tour! Insane that I just get to own 8 houses. Where is this one? Oh, oh yeah, oh yeah. This one's kind of
It's pretty nice.
yeah. It's funny, in Forza 6 you're set in Japan, and way more of the trees are destructible. Like, and most of these big trees I can't, like, destroy, right? But most of the smaller ones I can. But basically every single tree in Forza 6 is destructible, even ones that are that thick, except the cherry blossoms. They made the cherry blossoms uniquely the only tree that you can't blow up as you, like, tunnel through them. And I think that's really nice. It's, like, quite tasteful. Because, like, cherry blossoms are really important to Japanese culture, so it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've seen this one, and I think I've only got these two, yeah. Yeah, I think that's really, like, nice that they, like, made just those trees the ones that you can't break. And it has yet to affect me in the gameplay sense, too, so I think it's good.
That's good.
This house, which kind of looks like the exact same house model as the other one. Down to the hold on, down to the same paint scrape. Look at that. Remember?
Yeah, it's clearly the same model, yeah.
But like pink.
But they just added a pink color to it.
Yeah. But like this one's in like the Mayan or whatever the fuck. In ad hell, but hello circus. Hello circus. Well, if you wanted to not be in ad hell, you'd have to do is subscribe. He can't hear me. But
He's an ad hell.
this place is just like basically right next to a bunch of these ruins, or these temples. Is this something that's in Mexico? Is this like, how accurate is this, Tyler? Like, these, like, giant temples. Is this, like, a Mexican thing?
Yeah.
Yeah?
There's like Aztec ruins and shit.
Aztec. Oh, so that is a real thing, then. Okay. Probably not with this wooden ramp specifically designed to not...
It definitely wouldn't be accessible to ramp off of, no. But there are, like, Aztec and Mayan ruins all over the place.
Okay.
In, like, Central and South America.
Okay. That's cool, then. Yeah. Did Circus get me? I wasn't paying attention.
I don't think so.
But yeah, like... This is all just kind of here. You can't drive up the ones that are just stairs, which is probably good, honestly. But yeah, we are just allowed to, like, be here, which is, like... So, the idea is that Forza Horizon, we have rented out the entirety of Mexico to do crazy car shit in, right? Let's put aside...
Sure.
Yeah, exactly. Forza 6, we rented out the entirety of Japan to do crazy car shit in. Let's put aside the fact that to try and put a financial number on a, let's say a weekend of renting out an entire country, right? Like, let's say that, like, putting aside the financial number that would have to be in order for that to work, right? Also, this tiny little thing. This is also my house. I actually think that this one is the whole property. Like, I think it's these 2 buildings and all of this fenced area. But, like, yeah, putting that aside, right?
Yeah.
Our characters have the ability to do this and not die. Right?
Right.
Millie's still alive because of that. Chilling like a little bitch, right?
Right.
I also have the ability to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Rewind time, right?
Does all the shit you crashed into go back?
No. So I'm like rewinding my own personal time, but if I'm in a race when I do it, it rewinds all of their time as well. I'm also knocking out, right now, as we speak, the electrical infrastructure of Mexico. Just this Mexican city. Just like this little town right here.
Right.
I'm just taking it out, right?
Right.
That is just a thing that I'm doing.
Uh-huh.
So, I have this running theory that Dex doesn't seem to want to believe. Maybe he does and he's doing the thing where he's like, nuh-uh, to, you know, be a little fucking shitbag, right? But I have the running theory that Forza actually takes place in a simulation. That, like, it's like a rich person simulation. Look, there's these cars driving around. That's a car with a family in it, right? Like, that's a car with a family in it. Oh, maybe not actually, it's a little sedan. But, like, that's a car with possibly people in it. So is this. They're dead now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just killed a family of 4, right? Like...
Yeah.
Like, you're telling me that this is real and that I'm allowed to do this and they put people on the road? Like, I don't think that this is real. I think that, like... So, have you seen, like, people who, like, get so into VR games that they buy, like, the omnidirection treadmill that has, like, the trampoline and the fans and the, like...
Yeah.
That, right? I think that this is, like, a massive, massive setup with, like, dozens and dozens of those. Right? That a bunch of people who were really enthusiastic about driving cars dangerously play in, like, a shared server, and this event is, like, televised in this universe to some degree so that an audience of people can watch and participate in it like it's a sport, right? Also, all of these that I knocked down are back because I drove down the road, by the way. That's just a video game thing, but if we think that Forza is a video game of a video game, then it's also a video game thing, right? Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, it's not... Like, I could very easily write that off as, like, oh, well, that's just a construct of Forza, the video game I'm playing. But it also could be Forza, the video game, or Horizon, the video game that Millie is playing while I play Forza, the game. You know?
Right. See, I would excuse the crashing into things and not dying, and the whole like you can crash into and presumably kill NPC cars with no consequence, and the whole like just
Rewinding time.
ruthlessly taking out telephone poles things as just like products of it being a video game.
Yeah.
The thing, and like also the time rewinding thing, I'd
Yeah.
excuse as just products of it being a video game.
Right.
It's the renting out all of Mexico
Yeah.
that I'm really stuck on.
Yeah.
Because that part's like in the story, you know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah.
Now, if they talked about going back in time in the story, then I would also allow that as evidence of the simulation thing. Like, because all the rest of it, I would just say like outside of it being in the story, I would just say like that's just gameplay elements.
Yeah. Because a game with this with as much chaotic driving as this needs the ability to go back in time, right?
Right. Like I wouldn't say that like in Duke Nukem is a simulation just because he has a health bar. Like it's just gameplay. That's just so you understand the game you're playing more, or like it doesn't like
I don't know
interrupt
about
your gameplay.
That,
but
I don't know about that one because I think specifically rewinding time is there's a couple of aspects to this. So there's accolades in the game, which essentially are your trophies, your achievements. And some of them will be like, drive from point A to point B within a certain amount of time, right? And when you rewind time in a race, all of the other races rewind time. But when you rewind time in an event like this, it doesn't rewind the time. As if the overlords who are tracking your accolades and giving you the horizon points for it know that you're rewinding time and understand that that's a mechanic in the game Horizon, which is the game that Millie is playing in the game Forza.
Right.
You know, like that's...
I would still say the accolades are just a game thing. It's like an achievement.
I think that the rewinding time is more evidence of it than you are willing to give it benefit for. But right. I also still think that
renting out all of Mexico is still my sticking
yeah.
point.
And all of Japan in Forza 6.
And all of Japan.
And all of Australia, I think, in Forza 4.
My first thought, when you said they rented out all of Mexico, my first thought was, where'd they put everyone?
On the roads. I just passed a family of 4. You want me to kill them again?
Yeah, but there ought to be. There's more people in Mexico. There's a lot of them.
Well, there's 4 less now.
Fair.
But yeah, like, I don't know if it's all of Mexico.
D&D Millie meets Forza Millie. It's like, I don't want to kill anyone. Killing's wrong. And Forza Millie's like, what? I can't hear you over the family of 4 I just ran over.
Yeah, me and Dex have made a similar joke. Randomly tuned back in just to hear I killed a family of 4 in the most casual tone possible. If it's a video game of a video game, then it's a video game. Very good, Circus. That's the least... That's the least...
Is that our circus fact of the day?
That is the least useful and most useless rhetoric I might have ever heard. But thank you. But yeah, it's just like... So, like, I don't know... Like, if you're looking at the map, I don't know how much of this is recognizable Mexican terrain and how much of this is just an amalgamation of the theme of Mexico. Like, there's this really huge mountain here. Here, let me turn on landmarks so you can see the names of things.
I don't know why you think I'd know any Mexican geography, but yeah.
Haven't you not been there?
No.
I really thought you had.
I've never been out of the country.
Damn, fair enough. Okay. I did not know that. I really thought you had. That's a shame.
No.
I have to assume you'd want to, right? Just,
Eh. Traveling seems like a hassle.
Fair enough. There's a lot of fucking accolades in this game. This is street. Or I don't know if it is, but it's blue. Road race. I'm looking for a big icon. Place a clean time. Well, I need to do that, so... But yeah, no, I just don't think that this is real. I think this...
Yeah, that's fair.
Can you fucking shut up? I did not ask. Yeah, I didn't ask to be a part of this.
This is a drift run.
Shut
You have to
up.
stick to the route. But traction is optional.
Rivals. Come on. Oh, it's loading an entire leaderboard for me every time I pick one of these. Gotcha. I would like to stay in my Baja truck. Millie is like a big truck with big wheels kind of girl, isn't she?
Yeah. She does seem like a monster truck girly.
Oh, yeah. Boysen is a single man who drives a sedan family for 8 kind of guy. Mori would drive, like, a heavily armored... Like, I would almost say, like, the Tesla Cybertruck if it wasn't, you know...
Nah, see, I feel like he would have one of those cars that's got, like, a 15-step process to make it go, because he got it in, like, 1985.
That's true, yeah, I can see that.
And just hasn't upgraded since, because he doesn't trust all that electronic shit in the current modern cars.
The newer cars have computers in them, and the computers are listening to you and recording everywhere you go so that they can create a heat map of your activity so that if they ever want to kill you, which they do, they can. They'll always know where you are. Alright, Mori.
Plus, like, old-fashioned cars are just really easy to understand. If anything breaks in this, I know how to fix it. In those modern newfangled cars, everything's wired through the electronics. You gotta get both a mechanic and an electrician just to start to diagnose your problem. It's a huge hassle.
Okay, that one's actually really valid. So, I'm going, like, really carefully because I'm posting a clean lap. Which is one of the missions I have to do. Which means I have to basically do the entire thing with clean driving. So, like, no crashing or running into things. And no rewinding time, either.
Fair.
But I don't have to come first. I don't have to come any sort of time that's reasonable whatsoever. Does that count as clean driving? Well, my time does not have an exclamation mark in it. Do you see that little yellow exclamation mark on my target time?
Yeah.
That's because the person who I'm trying to beat the time of, which is the slowest time, like they always put the lowest one on as your current target, was not a clean driver. So they hit something.
Got an infraction.
Yeah, they got an infraction because they either hit something like had a major crash or rewound time. So I guess because I don't have a little exclamation mark, I'm still good. Like, if I fell off this bridge here, I'd probably stop being a clean driver, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be fucking around with this stuff, if I'm being honest, so probably just...
That'd be funny if you ran over that little checkpoint flag and that gave you the exclamation point.
Yeah.
Exclamation point.
See, I'm driving real... Ooh, slow and careful. This is fine. That was nearly not fine. That's a tree that I can't break. Yeah, I've been enjoying Forza 6 as well. But I'm kind of not really playing that one except to do around decks, even though they're playing it without me.
Hi, Wise.
Wise is here! Puppy! Puppy, 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 puppy! Who's a good puppy? Who's a good boy? Ah, tree!
Who wants a totally normal spoonful of peanut butter?
Oh, me, me, me! Hey, good puppy!
that was poorly timed.
You did that on purpose, Tyler. You knew he was going to respond like that.
Uh,
I'm playing Forza! Do you know what Forza is, Liz? Do you know the...
I mean, you could look at screen and see what Forza is.
Well, yeah, obviously it's cargo from, but, like, specifically, do you know what Forza is? Like, you know, experience with it. Why am I beeping? Who is messaging me? I can take a quick break to check. I am aware of Forza vaguely. Yeah, that's what I mean. So they're not, like, familiar with it.
Texting while driving.
I'm not driving!
Texting while racing.
I stopped in the middle of the road. Streaming at... stressing, not stressing. Streaming at the moment, so I won't be able... I don't be able... I hate phone typing so much. Won't be able to talk much.
Get on stream. Get in chat.
But Aurora seems more of a lurker whenever they hang out on stream, so... If they do decide to pop in, but they just lurk, that's completely fine. They do not have to be in chat. I love my lurkers as much as I love my chatters. If you're here, I love you. But yeah, I suppose if you just want to fuck around with Reddit stories while I do this, you love hard spam. Do you know why? Is if you do actual emotes, they drop as little dinky 2D objects on my head. Like they're very, very small, so you might miss them and they might bounce out of frame almost immediately. But, like if you do actual emotes, and people will do like a shower of like 30 of them, and then I'll just have a bunch of like Bennetts all over my face.
Yeah.
Tyler's probably about to do it to demonstrate.
Yep.
Tyler's also the one that drew all the emotes for this channel, including that one. They bounce like little fucking crazies. Man, this is a fucking long event. I'm just driving through the entirety of Mexico. Yeah, Tyler's the one that drew all of the emotes. They drew the artwork for the channel. They drew themselves and the little kobold who does the text-to-speech stuff. Tyler's a fantastic artist.
Well, thank you.
You
should, that reminds me.
You should give them your money.
You should.
You should give them your money. Unrelated to them giving you any art, you should just give them your money. Tyler
Send me $30.
Tyler becoming Findom. Could you Findom, Tyler? Could you see yourself being a Findom?
I don't know what that means.
You're dominant, like, sexually, and in return they give you money. Like, financial dom, but for some reason it's not called fine dom, it's called Findom.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out the fin part.
Yeah. Financial, you know? That's how you pronounce that word.
Because my thought was, is he trying to say femdom?
No.
Because no.
No, obviously not a femdom. Dolphin dom, yeah, dolphin. Fin from the word dolphin?
Fin the human dom.
Oh yeah, baby. Anything for you. When the fuck does this race end?
So I just saw
Oh my god!
Shout out. Oh wow, you are still going.
It's a lap around literally all of the map.
Well, get going, driver boy. You wanted to drive.
I'm a driver girl, actually.
Get going, driver girl.
This is... So me and Dex play this, and we have this insane habit of just being Millie and Ekum. Like, we'll just be like, in the bedroom, just like talking at each other as Millie and Ekum.
Do Millie and Ekum get along better in this universe?
Yes. Millie does threaten to kill a lot of people with her chameleon stone, and Ekum has to be like, no.
Well, a complete role reversal then, I suppose.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah,
You should see when I do it. Go on, sorry, I'll say this afterwards.
A Tumblr post that says, "Shout out to my mom who explains my transition as having a daughter pillar turn into a boiterfly."
Daughter pillar turn into a boiterfly. I hate that and I love it. Big fan of role reversal. Yeah, you're gonna be all dom to me, are you, puppy? That's adorable. I would, but I'm bad at it. It's alright, puppy. If you want to be dom to people, just treat them the way doms treat you. You may be thinking like, oh, but what if they don't like it? Do you like it? Do you like it when I call you a good boy and make you feel like a little puppy and take and like delete your brain capabilities? Like, do you like that? I know the answer is yes. Then they will.
It's funny that we're talking about Dom shit, because the next post I scrolled to just says, "Dom who sticks their fingers down your throat asks you a question and then laughs when you try to answer." And someone replied, "Yes, the dentist. We've all been there."
No, I just fold too easy. I can't help it. That I do get. That just takes practice, because I was a sub before I was a dom, and I definitely had a lot of moments where I tried to be dom to someone, and someone was like, "Oh yeah," and then I was like, "I mean, mate, I guess." Like, it just takes practice. Like, you just gotta sort of steel yourself, and take practice with that.
Lottie, if he ever tried Dom with his Mira.
Yeah. I do love that. Like, Lottie tries to say something dumb, and she just gets up slowly, so that her, like, nearly 8 feet tall fight is over them. Sort of steps up and, like, put one thumb on his bottom lip and be like, really now?
I like the idea that she's like trying to support like she's like yeah, tell me I've been naughty or some shit, and he's just like, Gods, you're beautiful. Like, honey, please.
Lottie is to Ismira the same way that Becca in the second Pitch Perfect movie is to the female lead singer of Das Machine. Which is not a reference I'm sure you'll understand.
Nope.
But, they're the a cappella group they're competing against. And every single time Bella tries to talk smack back at them. Like, they talk smack very, very efficiently. They're like, oh, it's the Americans very... how you say, little pee-pee... Like, what? I don't fucking know. Like, they're very, very efficient at talking smack to the Bella. And then Becca will, like, sort of look at the female lead singer of it, and she'll be like, yeah, well, your hair smells good. Fuck. Like, you know, like, that's exactly like her. What a list of words I don't understand. Yeah, it's completely valid.
It's just funnier to me when it's Lottie with Ismira, because he absolutely can Dom. Just Ismira makes him weak.
Yeah, her imposing aura.
Certain types of people just like switch a flip in it, like just
yeah,
switch him. And he's just like,
flip a switch is what you were trying to say, because switch is
switch a flip.
Switch is a word. Switch is a word for changing things, but flip is not.
Nope, I'm gonna stick to it. Switch a flip.
Gotcha. What a low.
Like he'd probably be the same way with Amaranth, I think.
Right.
Like if he tried to do a dumb
Amaranth-
thing with Amaranth,
well-
he'd go weak the same way.
Well, no, so Amaranth, I already know exactly what kind of person Amaranth is in bed, because he's one of my favorite dynamics. He's a service type. So he's very, very, like, that's exactly the way that I imagine him, is, like, he's, like, very, like, responsive and will, like, do what you're asking, but boy is on top. Like, he is the one that, like, is giving it. He's, like, very, very, like, in my head, a very, very strong service top energy, Amaranth is.
Nice.
So, like, I don't know if that ruins whatever dynamic you had.
No, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Like, Lottie can fulfill, like, most roles.
Yeah, of course, because he's a slut.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Amaranth is absolutely, like, service top energy.
He's kind of like a romantic or sexual chameleon.
Yeah.
He just, like whatever role needs to be fulfilled here, he's just like, boop, boop, now I'm that.
Yeah, Amaranth
True, like pure Switch energy.
Yeah. Amaranth
Like-
is very similar to Darius, in fact, because I also think of him as a service top.
Darius is the golden retriever one.
Yes. Daikon is the bulldog one.
The Doberman one.
Yeah. I think of him as a full dom top to Darius. Like, but I think of him as, like, Charm is the only person that he submits for, like, ever. That he's ever ever has and would only ever be willing to submit for. Like, anyone else, he's like, get on your knees, bitch, right? But Charm is the only person who he submits for.
Nice.
Story-wise, we're just talking about the horny dynamics of our D&D characters.
I need to know the horny dynamics for all of the harem.
That's very
Since we're
true.
probably not going to be able to talk about it when I get them. So, like, since we have a moment here.
Silk doesn't care, she just wants dick.
It's Silk.
She's
Silk's
just-
also pure. I feel like she's also pure Switch energy, where any role that needs to be fulfilled here, as long as she gets something around her.
If it gets dick in me, I'll be a dom. She'll be a dominatrix. She'll be a submissive little bitch. Like, she'll do whatever. Yeah, as long as it gets her dick.
Well, because she also likes women too, so just anything that gets something sexual happening on, in, or around her.
Yeah.
Like, whatever needs to happen to make this happen.
I don't think Sparks knows yet. I think he's, like, not got a lot of experience because he just, like, hasn't had, like, partners to, like, sort of think about.
He hasn't had friends.
Yeah, he
let
hasn't
alone
had friends, let alone partners.
romantic partners, let alone anything sexual. So
I think, yeah, I don't know what his would be, so
he'd probably be like
fairly
molded by whatever his first few experiences are going to be.
Yeah. Which gives Lottie a lot of power in that dynamic, but, you know, I'm sure Lottie knows how to handle situations like that with a lot of respect.
Or Silk, depending on which of them gets him in bed first.
Yeah. I kind of want Gub to, in spite of his stature, be very dominant. I think that's really fun.
I mean, I got that.
Little bottom, big top, you know?
Because he likes, because when he met Jazito...
Sorry, I did that the wrong way around. Like, little top, big dom. I like that dynamic a lot, of, like, the little top, the big dom. Small dom's a peak. Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god, that person that I get my monthly porn commissions from, they have a comic called Mini Dom, which is a fairy dom against a normal sized person who's their sub.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the idea of Gub being a dom, but I don't know whether he would be a top or a bottom. I think he's a dom, and I don't think he cares about the actual physical part of it. I just think he likes the
as long as he's in control, whatever happens.
Yeah, exactly. And, like, a lot of the time it probably would end up him being on the bottom just because of the physical size of him. But, like, he'd probably be happy to be able to top, but he doesn't overall care. Like, it's just...
Right. Yeah.
Like,
But yeah, I did get like big like in control energy from him,
right.
because like when you put it out, when he met Chizito, he likes pushing people around that are smaller than him.
Oh, yeah.
So it just gave me the feeling like, if he was given an ounce of power,
he would do that to anyone else if he wasn't a 3-foot tall goblin, you know?
yeah, give him a taste of power and
Mm-hmm.
yep.
And then I think you've already clocked Ismira, like, perfectly. And you pick Jazari's because he's your character.
I feel like Ismira is like uh she gives me like Pillow Princess vibes.
You're gonna have to explain that one to me. I don't know what a Pillow Princess is.
It's sort of like she's in control, but her control is relinquishing the control because she doesn't want to be the one driving the thing. Like, she's on bottom, but like still the one that's like running the show, kind of.
That just sounds like a service.
But not like in a dom way.
Fair enough. I'm not quite sure if I understand that dynamic, but yay! I did 8 minutes worse than them. That should be fine.
Like, because you paused to text in the middle there.
No, that only took like half a minute. All I needed to do was post a clean time. It doesn't matter if I didn't have to beat anyone. Oh yeah, for doing that I got $100,000. Here's another thing that I think is a reason why this is a simulation. I just got $100,000 for doing that.
You sure did. Credits.
Yep. Good thing I'm freaking 6'7", lol, I kinda have to be. I love tall subs. I love tall subs so much, especially like the real shy ones. My internet, you didn't hear my compliment! Who else is in? Sophadia. Sophadia, your newest addition to the harem. The harem.
Mm-hmm.
What is Sophadia playing with? Win a total of 3 stars for all finale events. Yeah, that's fine. I think Sophadia would probably, like, want you to believe that she's...
Oh, 100%. So here my immediate thoughts.
Yeah.
If we got her in bed before she was opening up,
she would absolutely be like...
She would be, like, 100% the, like, yeah, you like that? Like, in control, like...
Yeah.
Doing the top, probably pegging Lottie.
Yes.
Which, like, fine by him. But I think 100% she wants to just, like, give up the control and let things happen.
Yeah,
like, let things be done to her.
Yeah. Like, be a girl.
She's just terrified of releasing that control.
Yeah, absolutely. Put favorites on. So these are my favorited cars. And you can actually see some of them I've designed for, like this is the car that I made after Sophadia.
Nice.
Pink Ute. I don't know if I favorited the one that I did of Poison, because I did a green one, but I guess not. Oh well. But yeah. Like, no, absolutely.
Yeah, I feel like once she's, like, opened, she wants it slow, she wants it loving, she wants things to be done to her.
Yeah, no, I think that she, like, once she gets out of her, like, once she gets out of her own head, she'd want a fairly typical, like, almost, like, equally reciprocal kind of, like, relationship with someone, you know, like... But she would be, like, terrified of admitting that.
Oh, yeah.
Is there anyone else that we're missing?
Reeve.
Oh, Reeve. I think, so I'm gonna lean into the autism thing, and so that I think he's a total sub-bottom, because it's sort of that sick of making decisions, he wants someone else to call all the shots, because that's like a big thing in the autism community, especially in the dom sub like kind of thing, of like there's so many other spaces where we're forced to like make all these decisions and consider things when we don't want to,
Especially in his line of work.
especially in his line of work. So like
he's like, I'm sick of being the one who has to manage everything.
Yep. Call all the shots.
Like,
tell me what to do. I'll follow every order. I am yours kind of situation. Like, I think that's exactly his vibe. True words have never been spoken. Yeah, Wise agrees as well.
Yeah.
Wise does not want to be a real man, they want to be a puppy.
No responsibilities.
You don't have to think about things when you're a dog. Don't even have to say... me and Wise actually lean into this. I tell Wise that when he's, like, being a puppy for me, he doesn't even have to say words. If words are too hard, just make puppy noises. And he makes very cute puppy noises.
I was just gonna think, it's like the equivalent of like, this is why your therapist needs therapy as well. It's like, this is why your master is also a puppy.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's exactly it. Because that way, sometimes I can just stop thinking and I'll just follow all the orders and be a good boy, and then good feelings happen, you know? Yeah, absolutely. So I think Reeve is... I'm, like, gonna put myself in Reeve's shoes in that situation. And he is absolutely gonna be like that. Like, he's gonna be like...
He's like, not only do I not want to be in control, I don't even want to be a person. Just, like, literally just use me.
I think that would
just...
be... Yeah, I think he's into that. I think Lottie would probably dig that for a bit, wouldn't he?
Oh, yeah. He's down.
Yeah. Like, as long as we've discussed safe words and boundaries, the rest of it doesn't matter. Do whatever you need to.
Yeah.
No, I
feel like him and Jazari definitely have a talk at one point where Jazari's like, okay, so, like, maybe this is, like, virgin talk. And Lottie's like, you're a virgin. And he's like, but, like, what is the point of safe words? He's like, what do you mean? He's like, because, like, if I say no, stop, don't, then why do I also need to say pineapple, you know? And he's like, oh boy, okay,
we have to explain to Jazari why people are attracted to the idea of non-consent, you know?
Yeah, we have to explain CNC to him now.
Yeah. Who knows, maybe we'll unlock something in Jazari.
I feel like, Lottie's not, like, CNC is just the one of the few things that Lottie is not super into, and it's mostly just because his first few experiences with it were with a partner who seemed to take a joy in, like, forcefully taking the last heir of the Gilderoys, and he was like, something about this making me very uncomfortable.
Yeah, no, that's
and so
fair.
now, like, anytime the idea of it comes up, and he's like, I think I'd rather not, actually.
No, I think that's completely fair. And also, at the end of the day, nothing about Lottie's relationship is closed. So, like, if this hypothetical situation were to happen and Reeve specifically wanted not just the really, like, I would say borderline abusive, like, if he wanted actual CNC kind of stuff, he would just, like, find a different person just to do that with. I'm sure that Lottie would not be upset about that with. That's sort of...
I was gonna say you could probably get Amaranth to do it, but I don't...
No, Amaranth is... I think he's too soft. I think that, like...
Yeah, that's what I was like the service part of Service Stop, I feel like would be too soft to do that when he's saying no, stop.
Yeah, I think that, like, he would probably still really enjoy playing with Amaranth, though. Because, like, dude is built like a fucking truck. Reeve literally being like, I can't stop staring at his face. But he says it really clinically and not musically, so it's just very funny and awkward. Oh, they're catching up to me!
Reeve, like, I would like to make your weight my concern.
I love our D&D blobbers.
They're great. That's what the thing I was gonna bring up earlier is June is coming up again, and I wanted to do the Pride Month once a day thing, but I just wanted to drop all pretense and just do pure, like, see if I could pull up 30 purely D&D Blorbos. So, like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
gotta come up with a list of 30 of them.
Well, we've got a few new updated names to the list now.
Yeah. So, starting with the list. I'll redo Lottie and Millie.
All the main
And I'll probably
characters,
do
probably.
Duke as the third this time.
Yeah.
And maybe I'll just put Jazari, because he won't be this special reveal at the end this time. He's just going to be part of the PC gang
Yep.
in the beginning. So 1 through 4 is PC gang.
I will look at that message in a moment, puppy. I'm just in the middle of... I get so unnecessarily attached to basically all the characters from every session I've ever been in. I'm aware.
I feel like it's necessarily
Wise?
attached, though.
Hey, Wise? Hey, Wise. Someone somewhere might hurt Olive a little bit. What was your reaction to that? Can you remind me what your reaction was to that was? Can you remind me what your reaction to the fact that someone somewhere might hurt Olive?
Are you doing D&D with Wise?
It's our horny one. I've told you about it before.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, you briefly mentioned it, and then you were like, I'm not going to talk about that on stream, actually.
Yeah. Still a fairly new experience for me, so I'm still figuring out shit about it as well. I think I just got a random... I screamed
and threw shit around my room and crashed out.
Yeah, exactly.
Fair.
Which wasn't helpful, because what you really should have done is gone to Olive. But Will went to Olive, so... At least one of between you and the player you're playing did the right thing. I just hit that guy's fucking bumper off. No more aerial control for you.
I like how it just popped off.
Yeah.
You just gently nudged his backside and it was just like, bloop.
No, my twig! I don't mind talking about it, I suppose. I just, like... Yeah, no, I don't mind talking about it if you're interested in hearing about it, Tyler.
It's fine.
But yeah, no, Olive and Snow are Will's two Blorbos.
I was just thinking of a joke, as a joke in the campaign once the child joins, because I do this thing for the child, in the Dual-Eyed Cat campaign, where whenever the child is alone with the object of their affection for a length of time, they'll be like, "Can I roll a charisma check to flirt with them?" To flirt with him, and I'm like, "Sure." And it's like I always tell them, like, it's not like a low rolls is negative. It's just that you're like adding less to the like hidden relationship pool. I don't actually have numbers. It's just like sort of the idea of how much the relationship progresses.
Yeah.
If I, like in that moment. And I was just thinking it'd be funny if after the child joins, whenever I get a moment alone with one of the members of my harem, it's like, "Hey Aretha, can I roll a charisma check to flirt?"
Oh yeah, no, of course. Roll a reasonably high number. Yeah, okay.
You're flirting enthusiastically for the next hour or so.
Yeah. In the privacy of one of the rooms in Basra's Inn.
Yeah. Silk leads you to the doctor's office, and for the next hour you are enthusiastically flirting.
I mean, I'm sure they'd immediately pick up what we're trying to put down. Your child,
if we were that obvious about it, yeah.
Your child is not dumb.
Yeah, no, I know.
Your little sibling. Smart cookie.
Is 14, going into high school in
Yeah.
a few months.
I don't mind you talking about it either. Well, thank you for your permission, Wise. I tried to make that sound more sarcastic than I did, but I ended up just sounding genuine. Ugh. Hold on, let me put my Sophia on. Wow, thanks for your permission, I guess.
Alright, so Lottie, Millie, Duke, Jazari.
Yep. I honestly think the rest of the party members are just fine for this as well. You can skip Ekam if you don't feel
Poison.
comfortable with that one.
Maury.
Oh boy! A
7,
likely
we'll do
ban
Lucille
evader.
again.
Likely ban evader.
Oh, sick. They ain't evading this for long.
And then you can probably put Sophidia in there. What is Sophidia's sexuality? I don't think she's a lesbian like her sister. No, she wouldn't be. No.
Well, yeah.
No, she's not a lesbian
She's
like her
at
sister.
the very least bi.
Yeah.
If she likes women at all.
Maybe she doesn't. I don't know if she likes women. I think she.
Yeah, I was considering the
catty.
possibility that she's just straight.
I think so too. I think she is too catty to like other catty women, and like I think maybe titties would be interesting to her because titties are interesting to most people. But like I think overall she would like probably not sleep with or date an actual an actual woman. She probably wouldn't sleep with or date with date a woman. I don't think.
But she can't go on the Pride Month thing. She's not gay.
Yeah, fair enough.
I need gays.
Yeah.
Can't put a straight in here. I'll be a fraud. I'll be laughed right out of the gay committee.
I'm a member of the gay committee. I'll vouch for you, and then I'll be laughed right out with you. Probably.
And then we'll both be laughed out.
Yeah, I like how we both went for the same joke.
Yeah.
I don't know. So, what do you think of the idea of like? Because like, there's the whole separation between sexuality and romanticism, whatever the fuck the word is. Like, I could imagine her being bisexual, but only. Hold on. Do you say the romantic for both, or do you say the sexuality for both? Like, if you're.
It depends on it's.
Okay, I'll
it's
use
again,
myself
like...
as an example. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I will fuck dudes. I will fuck chicks. I'll date dudes. Right? Mm-hmm. So would I say I'm bisexual and homoromantic, or would I say I'm homosexual and heteromantic?
Well, I would, like... It's, like, words, whatever word you feel best, like, whatever word in whatever order, if you feel best about using.
Right.
Like,
I'm
people
queer.
don't even bother, like, breaking it down.
Yeah, I'm queer. That's
so,
what
like,
I
she
actually
could,
use.
like, just say... She could just say she's bisexual.
Okay. Yeah. No, she... Yeah, okay.
Or just say she's, like... Or she's just bisexual and just, like, has a preference for dating men.
Yeah.
Like, that's also a thing.
Okay. Yeah.
Because, like, yeah, you say, like, she wouldn't have any romantic interest in, like, other catty women, but, like, there are tons of other kinds of girls. Like, she might... Lottie's not 100% man, so, like...
Well, I mean, like, she probably wouldn't have interest in other women, in my head, because, like, she would have... She doesn't have interest in anyone at the moment, let's be real, so...
Right, yeah, she's way too in her head to really, like... She's pretending she, thinks of Ekam that way, I think.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
It's fair to say, like, she's pretending like she has any interest in Ekam, but, like, she doesn't.
No. He's just, like...
I'll put her in as bisexual.
Yeah, I think that's fine. Just imagining post-Arc Sophia, and Lottie's like, so, were you ever actually interested in Ekam? And she was like, oh, no, he's way too dumb.
Please, like 3 seconds in, he threatened to blow my brains out in front of everyone. You think I could be with someone that unstable?
It was just fun to toy with him, you know?
It's fun to toy with someone that unstable, but like building any kind of future or romantic interest? Absolutely not.
I also like the idea of like post...
No wonder he got with my dad, am I right?
I also like the idea of post-Arc her, like, still having a bit of the accent, but because it's like she's done it for so long, but like it's way toned down.
Mm-hmm.
Like because I
see,
just...
yeah, like I like think of the idea of her like becoming her own person, but like not meaning that she has to go back to being like Lorelai with the and like getting rid of the dyes and stuff, because
Yeah.
like she's still making her own person,
Yeah.
just get more naturalistically.
No, exactly. I don't think, yeah, like, I've been thinking about it. I think that, like, it'll probably come up what her real name is at some point in the campaign.
Or quote
Maybe,
unquote real name is.
yeah,
But like
her birth name,
I
sorry,
like the
yeah.
idea of her like
A
being like,
government-assigned
yeah,
name.
of her being like, my real name is Lorelai, and like someone being like, is that your real name, or is that just the name you were born with?
Yeah. Like, I think that she probably will. Because I think she has grown to really like the persona that she embodies as a shield. It is also a shield, and, like, you know, that's not healthy, and I think that there'd be, like, a balance between the two. But I think she does really like,
Right.
you know, like, being a socialite and being, like, you know, like, affectionate.
Like wearing Sophidia as clothes and not a security blanket.
Exactly.
So we got Lottie, who's pan and polyamorous. We got Millie, who's ace and a lesbian.
Women love women.
Duke is pan. Jazari is
Ace and
gay and ace.
Ace and Mulm.
Boysen is pan. Maury is trans and gay. Lucille is lesbib.
Woolub.
I thought she was American.
And Sophia will just say is bi, yeah. She definitely has a preference to men, though.
There's a questioning flag somewhere. I could put bi and questioning.
Yeah. I'm down for that.
If I wanted to be super, I would probably put non-binary around Lottie, but he just doesn't have the time nor care to get into that shit.
He exists. That's all that matters.
Someone tries to call him she, and he's like,
whatever.
It's been a while for that. It's been a while since I used those ones, but sure, if you want.
Yeah, whatever, I guess. Horizon Apex Outpost to Horizon Festival Mexico. Jesus Christ, that's a long one.
I tried to bring up the wife thing, and Millie was just like, "Nope, not touching that." And I was like, "All right."
Hey, big money!
Nope. Sick. No Lottie lore drops for you.
What? When was this? Hold on.
In the last session we did, Lottie was talking about how he's good at cooking because he spent like 200 years cooking, and Millie was like, yeah, and he was like, 2 of those years I was a housewife, and Millie was like, housewife, and he was like, mm-hmm, and she was like, all right, not gonna ask about that.
Yeah, not touching that one.
And he was like, if I didn't want you to ask, like, if I wasn't okay with you asking about it, I wouldn't have brought it up. You could ask about it if you want. And she was like, no, I'm good. and then just end of conversation. I just thought it was really funny. All right. Lucille, Sophidia. I should probably... Lucille and Sophidia being right after each other makes sense, but I should probably put Charm before I put Sophidia, because I feel like that's rude to her. Because she's more of a member of the party than Sophidia is.
Did we say Charm has a non-straight sexuality? I can't remember. Oh no, yeah, no, she's into anything.
She's attracted to Dorito shapes.
Yeah, she doesn't care about gender, but she doesn't care about sexuality, but she's attracted to masculinity. You know.
Or she's attracted to muscles.
Yeah, I suppose. I just like, in my head, I'm imagining it as masculinity in general. So like, she like including being big and buff, but like big buff.
We'll put her as pan, because that's what I put. That's what I put Duke as well.
Yeah.
And Charm's sexuality is basically the same as Duke's.
Yeah, she's into big buff people. Like.
Mm-hmm. I made a joke to Elias that I imagine if like Duke flirting with Matsuri, because Matsuri's buff,
Mm-hmm.
and Matsuri being like, child, My husband is 10 times my ex-husband was 10 times the man you are, and I didn't even love him. What makes you think you have a chance?
Oof. But then she'd say that, and I just imagine someone like Duke or Charm would be like, really? Alright, be right back. And going up to flirt with them instead. Ah! Oh, okay, so you see how I have an exclamation mark next to my time now?
Yeah, that was not clean.
No, it was
Clean.
not.
Dirty, dirty, must clean. Alright, so...
Yeah.
Lottie, Millie, Duke, Jazari, Boys and Mori, Charm, Lucille, Sophia. Need a number 10. Guess I
Maybe,
could put Amaranth here.
yeah, at this point we start getting into the less represented characters.
I think Amaranth here would be neatly tie up all, like, party or party-adjacent people.
Yep.
I could start getting into Nippuses and or love interest characters.
The harem, I think, is the
Amaranth
next...
is pure gay, right?
Yes, just pure gay. He's just not into to ladies at all. Same as Reeve.
Girl, he's just not in you. Alright, I just sent 1 through 10 in our messages so I could keep it.
Yeah.
I'm starting with 11.
But yeah, I think that 11 is where you start with the rest of the harem that are, like, applicable. So, like, Silk, Spark,
Reeve,
Scub,
who's
Reeve.
gay. Silk, who's Pane. Silk, who's penne pasta.
I would be down with you putting the poly flag on her as well. I think that, like, even outside of the walls that she's got up, like, once those are down, she just wants to, like, be with lots of people. Like, I think that's, like, a defining aspect of her character in the same way that it's a defining aspect of Lottie's.
Silk and Lottie are, like... They're just the same person in different flavors.
God fucking damn it. Yeah, no, I absolutely think that they're, like, that you can...
They have the same sexuality the way Duke and Charm have the same sexuality.
Yeah. If it moves, I want to fuck it.
If it moves, I want to fuck it, and I want to fuck a lot of them.
Yeah.
Also, I would like to be with a lot of them, except Silk's in denial about that second part.
Yeah.
Alright, so... Silk...
Romantic is dating and sexual
Mira.
is sex. That makes sense. So it's like you don't double up on either word to define the other, because you could also be into dating guys and not into fucking guys, and into fucking girls and not into dating girls. Like, it could just be like the complete checkerboard of that. So you would say, like,
yeah,
homosexual, heteromantic, and
so the way you were describing it before,
neither implies the other.
I would have said that Sophia is a hetero-romantic bisexual.
Yeah, exactly. And I still think that probably stands. Like, I think that, like, at least in my head, if you don't like that, if you don't think that that's...
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
Look, as long as Lottie can romance her.
Yeah.
I don't care what the label on it is. As long as that works. Esmira, would you say bi or pan or
I don't...
Because she's clearly one of each, at least.
I don't... So, can we have a quick talk about what the difference between bi and pan even is? Because I still don't fucking get it, and I don't know...
Generally, the way
I was always told that people started using the term pan because there was a not insignificant number of people in the bi community who were being transphobic, and so pan was the word that, like, a bunch of people used to be like, I like men and women, and that includes trans people, and not all those transphobic, but yeah, like, go on.
So I am the wrong person to ask, because I'm like a self-identification radical. You know, like when they make those
what does that mean?
Charts where they're like, you know when they make those charts where they're like, where they have like the radical belief, and it's like, this is a circle, and it's like completely not but it's just like, that's like the most radical definition of this thing.
I don't know what that means. No, sorry.
I'd have to find an example.
Yeah, probably.
Of the meme, the specific meme. But the thing. But what I mean by that when I say I'm a self-identification radical is that I truly believe that it does not matter what words you use.
No, I
to
agree
identify
with that.
yourself.
I agree
so like
with that.
to me, the difference between bisexual and pansexual is
that they
which
like the
word
word
you prefer using and which flag you prefer.
Yeah.
Like which color scheme do you like more? I personally like the pansexual color scheme more. It's bright and it pops, and I really like the way the magenta, cyan, and yellow contrast against each other. So that's why I go with pan as opposed to bi.
But do you know why they pop so well, by the way, Tyler? Like, color theory coming in. I know you probably know a lot about color theory, but it's the same way that RGB pops. It's the three, like, the combined colors, or whatever the fuck they're called. They're, like, the computery colors.
They're the primaries.
Yeah. Magenta, cyan, yellow are the three...
They're like the primaries of paint as opposed to the primaries of light, I believe.
Yes, that's exactly it, yeah.
But yeah, but like traditionally, the
idea was, and if
the definition, the difference between bisexual and pansexual is
bisexual
means any, and pansexual means all.
Yeah, so the bisexuals are like
there are the purists who are like bisexual means girls and boys, but like generally most people that like I've heard from will say that bisexual means like more like two or more gender attraction, and pansexual means all gender attraction.
Oh, it could also be like
pan means all, bi means two or more.
But what's the difference between two or more? Oh, like as in just like they can pick any number of them, but if it's not all of them, it's not pan.
But pan is
like,
all.
I'm into women, agender, and mask something, so I'm bi.
Yeah.
I'm into everything, so I'm pan. Okay, yeah. No, I get that.
Yeah.
But I also agree with the idea of just being a radical.
Charm would be more like a bi than a pan under that definition.
Yeah.
Because she's into men and masculine presenting lesbians.
Yes.
And like mask trans people, like trans masks, but not like.
But
there's a non. There's a list of genders she likes, but it's like not all inclusive.
Yeah,
But like you could go with whatever.
Yeah, like she wouldn't be into like femme or androgynous people basically at all, right? Like she's into like masked people, and so yeah, she would be quote unquote bi. Okay, so this makes sense.
But like I still am of the self-identification radical, so like whatever
the fuck what she wants to say, yeah.
Like she could call herself straight if she really wanted to. Like I just genuinely don't give a shit. She could be literally eating out a pussy and being like, I'm heterosexual. I don't care.
Is there a flag?
That's her right.
Queer then? Just the overarching.
I believe it would just be the rainbow.
Really?
But I could check.
Yeah, can you check if there's a flag for just queer? Because queer is the term I used to identify myself, and I was going to say if there's a term for Asmira, it'd probably just be that.
But you know, like with flags, like there's like a 50 million of every kind of flag.
Right.
So.
Is there a communally officially accepted one for queer? Because, yeah, I don't, like, know...
Maybe there's barely one for lesbian.
Yeah, I know.
Let's see.
Don't worry about the time remaining. That's not... I've got an accolade up, and it's trying to track the accolade and this event at the same time, and they're not... It's not the same thing.
Let's see...
Right now I'm trying to do the same event I just did as a race, but now I'm doing the posting a clean lap thing again. Like...
There's one for genderqueer, which would probably be... like, what Lottie is more close to.
Alright, well if there's none... Because, like, I don't imagine her being anything... Like, I suppose if she's nothing, then she's pan, because that's everything. Because everything is nothing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I suppose it would just be pan.
Getting this as the queer flag.
Yeah, let me have a look, because you're probably sending stuff to me. Oh, yeah. Like, you're getting that a lot of times, including the black stripes?
I got that from two different posts.
Including the black stripes, or is that just a vignette on the image?
Including the black stripes.
I'm pretty sure it's just the rainbow with the triangle on the side with the other the colors. I hope you know what I'm talking about. Cause
the triangle, the rainbow with the triangle on the side is the progress flag. That's just for general
that's
pride and specifically for gay rights progress.
Yeah,
for pride rights progress.
It's not a sexuality thing. It's just like a. It's almost like a
that's
monocle
more of a,
that we unite under, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's not for sexuality. Yeah. That's like a person would have that on their backpack to signal that they are an ally or a member of the LGBTQ as an overall, and then they'd also have like the MLM flag to signal that they are a man that loves men or something like that.
Having that flag is the equivalent of like you can say trans rights to indicate that you are for trans rights. You don't have to be trans.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you can have the progress flag and not necessarily it being an indication that you are gay or anything.
You know what? Here, I'll use a really cringe way to describe it. You know how a bunch of furries have the Bad Dragon sticker on their shit because they support and buy shit from Bad Dragon, even if they shouldn't, but that's a different discussion.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that. It's like you support and buy into gay, into queer, and you do so by having that on. Or, like, if you have, like, but it's a I almost want to say it's a merchandise sticker, but I don't want to, like, do that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm seeing multiple posts with that particular color scheme as being a queer pride flag.
Do you like that color scheme? Do you think it looks good? It's kind of interesting.
It is interesting.
Yeah.
I would like if you want that to be charms. So she's just generally like, I don't know what you'd consider me. It's not straight.
I think that would be charms. Yeah, I think that would be charms because I don't think that she would use like. I don't think she would use pan because there's too many. Like,
there's too many genders that she doesn't care for at all.
Yeah, absolutely, and. I think she would probably just do the same thing that I do, where it's just like, I don't know, I'm queer, I'm not straight. Queer is just saying I'm capital N, not capital S straight, basically. Like,
TMCR.
So I think that's hers. I think that she is that. If you're okay with doing that anyway.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah. And then, you can just put Pan as this mirror.
Alright, so I have to retype the things that I type for 11 through 13 because I had to delete it to post the queer flag.
Yeah.
So Reeve is just straight gay.
No, he's just gay. He's not straight gay. That's bi-type. We've discussed this already.
Yeah, Silk is pan and polyamorous.
Yep.
13. Esmira
I can't believe I've been doing this single event for this long, and I'm only 41% of the way through. These long events can...
And Esmira would be more accurately pan as opposed to queer, because she could be attracted to any gender as long as they were sopping wet and pathetic.
Yes.
Or super powerful.
Yes.
Those extremes.
Yeah. Like, she's probably attracted to Amaranth because he could throw her across the room.
And also is somehow... a little sopping wet.
Yeah, he's kind of both in a way.
Would she like Sparks though?
Yeah, definitely. I can see that happening. I'm trying to like relate them to like Snow in our Horny campaign basically has almost exactly the same build as Amaranth, but except he's like an unnaturally tall and white. Like he's like 8 foot tall, like massive wide, like, you know, he's a giant man, right?
Yeah.
But he's also like a furry, because in my campaign, everyone is furries or D&D races. I basically don't think I've ever had a single human or will ever have a single human. I could be wrong. But like, he's also fully dominant.
I was gonna say,
top.
what, Millie isn't a part of this one? But,
No.
like, yeah, no, duh,
No.
she isn't.
No, she's not a part of the campaign where the PC gets transported to the demon realm where lust magic makes everyone do things. Like, no, of course not. No.
Lust magic just makes Millie really into fighting more often.
Yeah, well, actually, it does make sense. So, the setting of my campaign is that, like, the setting takes place in, like, a world called Galahad, but it's mostly an empty backdrop that the player can use to create whatever backstory for their character they want. Because around 26 years ago, a demon portal opened up that connected, like, portals started opening up that connected Galahad to, like, this realm called Iliad, and, like, demons started coming out and terrorizing people in ways that generally match the 7 sins, but with a heavy leaning towards lust. Like, all 7 sins are represented, but, like, it's mostly lust. Like, that seems to be the prevailing dominant one. And then that first portal probably would have opened up next to whatever the capital of the entire world is, and so the king would have been like, I will send a contingent of knights through to defeat the... And the moment the very first knight stepped through the gateway, it fully collapsed, as if sending a sacrifice through closes it, which is exactly what it does. And so that's sort of, like, been the prevalent way that, like, governments and people and stuff have been dealing with this, like, this threat. And so the campaign officially takes place when the player character steps through a gateway. So really, like, even though Galahad is the setting, it's mostly just backdrop, right? And, like, I could imagine that, like, instead of being corrupted by lust, because that's not Millie's style, she'd probably be corrupted by, like, wrath or even pride, right? Like, gotta be the best fighter there is. I'll take down anyone who gets in my way. Because, like, that is, like, a thing, is, like, it is more than just lust. Like, it plays with, like, different ones. It would still be real fucked up for a 19-year-old ace girl to be in there. Because, like, other things are not affected by lust. They definitely are. So, like, I'm not gonna think about that. If I was to put Millie in there, it'd be her, like, adult 23-plus form. Just so I...
Though I do think it'd be funny if they threw, like, an 18-year-old ace girl in there, and the demons were like, whoa, 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 hold the phone. What?
Yeah! I feel that, yeah. We'll do a lot of fucked up things.
Like, no, nothing, don't worry about a thing. Like, we'll get those sick bastards that threw you in here.
Yeah. I also have a bi friend who is into strong women and pathetic men, and it's so funny. So he's into you then? Gotcha.
Millie, the 18-year-old ace girl thrown into the lust ring as a sacrifice, adopted by said lust demons.
Yeah, I mean, I could kind of see it working out, because it's like, she's the only one that has a level head and isn't corrupted by the magic here. And she's, like, a really good fighter.
And she seems chill with a lot of stuff as long as she gets fed regularly. Which I feel like my reading on humans isn't up to date, because I feel like her getting fed is happening a lot more than what's regular, but...
Oh no, she's being corrupted by gluttony!
Oh shit! They go to war against the other sins for trying to corrupt her.
Yeah.
They're like, that's our Blorbo!
The fuck does demons even know what the word Blorbo means? But yeah, I was thinking about, like, I was like, yeah, Amaranth can throw across the room, but I'm like, yeah, no, Amaranth doesn't have that mentality. But then I was like, okay, well, the other big, giant, muscly, fucking dom character that I have, Snow, who is absolutely, like, dominant, top, like, energy, she'd probably, if Esmira's into the furries, probably would be very much into him if she's, like, into powerful people and pathetic people, but, like, you know, in equal measure.
Would she be into furries? Does she have a particular aversion to furries?
I think that, like, for the sake of not bringing up racism in that kind of way, I think that having sex with the furry characters is probably not any more or any less attractive to most people. I think that's just probably the safe way to do it. Because, like, if we do, like, oh no, she doesn't fuck furries, like, then we have to explore
Right,
why.
yeah.
Why does she not fuck furries? Are we bringing
Yeah.
furry prejudice into this? Like,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Charm was presumably still is attracted to Poison. So.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
That's just a bear.
I don't think we bring the idea of like unless you can accept the fact that characters can, for no prejudice reason and just purely an attraction based reason, be not be attracted to furries or not be attracted to people with the skinnies. I hated that. Like, then yeah, we have to like shelve that and just accept that like
Right.
everyone
I think
globally.
See, I think it's reasonable for some people to not be attracted to furries for the same reason that, like, if you're, like, sexually only into, like, penis, like, yeah, I'm a man, but I don't have a penis, you know?
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Well, I think at one point I've asked you.
So, like, you're not, like, prejudiced against trans people, you're just literally not attracted to the equipment I have.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I think at some point...
Which you're a bad example, because you're, like, you know, but, like...
No, I think the reason why I bring this up is because I think at some point we had the discussion, and I'd like to bring it up again and have the discussion still, of, like, is it in any way racist to be more attracted or less attracted to people of a certain race? And, like,
Right. I think it's less understandable in the, like, with like different races amongst humans, because there's so little fundamental difference.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
That isn't, like, rooted in, you know, stereotypes and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I get that. Whereas there's a pretty big difference between...
Where, like, there's a big difference between Poison and Lottie.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Fucking a man and fucking just a bear.
Like, there'd be a big difference between, like, fucking, like, Mendez, for instance, who, like, not to be crude, but his dick is different.
Yes. No, it's not crude. He would have
like,
a canine-shaped cock because he is, you know...
And that would be different. So I feel like it'd be equally valid to be more attracted to, like, furries or non-furries, the same way you could be more attracted to vaginas versus dicks.
Or even
like
I
it's
could
just
say,
different genital sets, basically.
Or even I could say, like, yeah, some people are more attracted to circumcised dick over uncircumcised dick.
Yeah.
Like, I like dick all the same, but I do have a mildly higher attraction to uncircumcised. I like dick with a foreskin more. I think it looks nicer. I think that it feels nicer in my mouth. Like, you know.
And I think it's also reasonable for other reasons. Like I don't, like, you probably said it as, like, a throwaway thing, but, like, because I think, like, Ekam was trying to flirt with Silk, for whatever reason. But, like, you had said that, like, Silk doesn't fuck furry beastman people because of, like, the like, something with her scales, like, pinching in the getting up with the fur, like, just doesn't.
I do not remember this.
There's, like, issues there.
I do not remember this, unfortunately.
Like, there's probably also just practical reasons for it at times.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, I think for the most part...
Can you imagine being allergic to animal dander?
I think for the most part, we'll still just assume that characters, like, don't care or don't have a preference.
Like... a shitty rom-com manga that's just like, I'm in love with my beastman boyfriend, but I also am allergic to him.
Yeah. Allergic to dog hair, dating a dachshund, like... That's kind of funny.
I wanted to say, like, woof as, like, a expression of, like, oof, but
you should have. That would have been funny.
I just got stuck on it. I was like, why do I want to woof right now? That's not what.
It's alright, Tyler. I've got that natural charisma in people that make them want to bark like a dog. Wise can attest. I haven't been looking at chat because I've been very busy trying to not hit any walls.
Woof woof off rough.
There, see? He barked like a good puppy. I didn't even have to tell him to. Good boy.
Alright, we'll do...
But yeah, I think she's pan. I don't think, like, generally speaking, I don't think we're gonna have to, like, make any differentiation between, like specific species or anything like that.
Yeah.
I don't remember that being said about Silk, and I don't think I'd agree with it now.
I think that's what I think. I think it was like a throwaway line.
Yeah, I think I'd have no
because I think it
problem
was
with Silk.
just. Yeah, I think it was just a throwaway line because Ekam was trying to. There were a few points where like Dex, as a joke, was like, "I'm gonna flirt with the person you're going after," like just to like get to me for something that I said to tease him. And like you always refuted him at every time. Like he tried to flirt with Gub at one point. He's like, I'm gonna steal your man, Tyler." And you in Gub's voice was like, "No, you're not my type."
Yeah.
So like it could have been like one of those things.
That one I could actually agree with.
I love Millie. She looks confused.
Yeah, the emote that I picked for winning is the old man like the
like, guess I'll die.
No, it's
she looks like she doesn't know why she's here.
Yeah, it's the I won't stay on her for long enough here. I'll go to like a house and you can see it. It's the, you know that meme of the guy in the suit who's like looking left and right, like it is confused as to why he's here. Like
the Pulp Fiction thing.
It's Pulp Fiction. Yeah, it's that. It's a victory pose that is the Pulp Fiction animation. Like
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, it's great.
I was just like, she looks confused.
Yep.
Like she's like, what the fuck am I doing here?
Yeah. She's like, where's my chameleon stone? Why aren't I killing things?
Why aren't I killing things with the sword instead of with the car?
Yep.
Which, to be honest, seems much more effective.
Well, I've joked that all of the cars Millie drives are blue because she's just turning the chameleon stone into them.
That is funny.
Yeah.
It makes me think of, I saw some dash cam footage, like as a meme of like, two cars, one with the dash cam and a car in front of them. They were like doing a 2-lane merge into 1 lane to enter onto a highway ramp or something.
Mm-hmm.
And the car in front like pulled a bit to the side to the point where it was like kind of 1.5 lanes where you could like kind of squeeze by, but it'd be like a tight squeeze if they just stopped.
Yep.
And the other car stopped and like someone popped out of the passenger seat and seemed to be like running to like come at the person behind with the dash cam, and the person just kept going and plowed right through him.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And like a bunch of the comments were like, I think those attempted robbers forgot that the person they were trying to rob was driving the car at them.
Alright, I have to go from where I currently am to that destination 15 kilometers away in 4 minutes. There's a driving line for me.
I believe in you.
I'm not going to follow it. I'm probably also not going to use this car.
You gonna use a faster one?
No, this is a very fast car. I'm going to use a car that's very good for off-roady stuff. I'm also going to do this wheel spin. Another $100,000.
Alright, so Sparks. Should we put Sparks as probably Pan
questioning
as well? Because he's just like...
is questioning allowed to be just by itself? Like, are you willing to
Yeah, there's a questioning flag.
Yeah, so I would say he's just questioning. He literally just doesn't have, like, the experience to he just doesn't know. He literally just doesn't know. He's never
there's a lot of different questioning flags.
He's never gotten to be with a girl, and he's never gotten to be with a boy, because for the longest time he thought the only way to live was to be detestable. And that's made it hard for anyone to like him. And he's now finally realizing that he has art in him, and so he's becoming a likable person because of that. And so now he finally has the opportunity to forge relationships with people.
Also, well, I guess you're busy now.
No, go on.
I was gonna send you a screenshot of the search results page for questioning flag. Because
well, that's bad.
there are several to choose from, and the one that keeps popping up the most is, like, I personally don't think it looks very nice.
Just a flag with a question mark?
the like orange, yellow, green, blue with the question mark on it. I don't personally like how that one looks. So that one's the one
No.
that is popping up most consistently.
Well, why don't we future-proof it then and say what he would be into? I don't... I think it's safe to just say pan. Or like, can you be pan and have a leaning preference? Because that's the other thing is people.
Well, yeah, sure.
When I talked about this to someone else, they said like no, like pan is also the lack of a preference to it. Like bi is a select number of genders. Bi is like, well, yeah, of course you.
Yeah, again, self-identification radical here.
Actually, fuck.
Like,
you know what? Can I say bi just because the colors are more aquatic? They look pretty.
Sure.
They look prettier with his blues.
They do fit his eyes more.
Yeah, do buy because they would fit his blues.
I'm also gonna make you do gay party.
Ah, Kukagate! Don't you remember this, Tyler?
I do remember you putting this in. Alright, so Sparks is bi. Gub is...
What do you think?
He hasn't really expressed attraction for anyone but Lottie thus far.
I don't know if it matters to him. I think he just likes... I think he's just, like, he's probably just pan and just into the kink play enough that it just doesn't matter. Like, whatever looks good in a collar and leash kind of situation, you know?
You could just tell looking at Lottie that, like, yep.
Oh, that's a
good in a collar and leash.
That's a good bit. That's a bitch to be good tied up, you know, like.
That is an extremely leashable man right there.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll give him. I'll make sure Gub gets a turn with Mendez in the Mendez pet play fic. I think he'd like it.
Tyler is writing several different fan fictions about the D&D campaign that I'm running, which is a good indicator that I know I'm doing something right. One of them is one of the villains. He has just BDSM'd him. Like, that's just all he's done. He's just BDSM'd him. And another one is a fic that Tyler is writing where his character, like, every chapter of the fic is his character fucking another one of my NPCs. Every single one with, like, 1 or 2 exceptions. Every single one. Tyler is the horniest...
I was gonna make a joke of, like, exactly 2 exceptions, but I can't even think of a second exception. It's literally just not Millie.
You are gonna put Ekam in there then? I thought Ekam was the second.
Oh, I probably would. Just, I don't know what I would. I don't feel like I have a good enough grasp of his character, I guess.
Well, I wonder why. Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm gonna fail this because I keep running into trees. I
believe in you.
2 minutes. Oh, I have 1.5 minutes left. This is probably fucked. Well, see, if you hear Anna, my navigational lady, going crazy, like, in 100 meters, turn right, turn left, turn left. It's because she's trying to take me along the driving...
skipping over roads.
Yeah, she's trying to take me along the drive line.
You're skipping completely over roads and shit.
Turn
around. No, thank you.
Do so.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
50 seconds to get there.
I believe in you.
I think if I crash into one more major thing, I'm not going to make it. And there's a lot of rocks in this desert. Uh-oh.
If you roll over, you also might not make it.
I actually don't think I will, looking at how much time I have left to get there. Or maybe. Oh, I did it. Okay, that's how close I had to be. It's very generous. Okay.
That is pretty generous.
Yeah. I am apparently at this location by being here.
It doesn't seem like that location, but all right.
Yeah, sure.
Whatever you say.
Whatever you say, game. Let's do this one. Drive from Tulum to Tirdevinimum. Can you say those names, Tyler?
Where is it?
Left middle. The description of what I have to do. Wonder to wonder.
Tulum to Teotihuacan.
Whoa, you actually can!
Realistically, you probably wouldn't pronounce the H. I fucked that part up.
Say it again. Like, give it a couple of goes. I want to hear it properly. Like, it's just the second one, obviously. Tulum, I can say that one.
Teotihuacan.
Interesting. That's cool. I love listening to you speak Spanish.
I wish I had a reliable app to practice my Spanish more, but Duolingo uses AI.
No, buddy. Oh, so
All
here's where I go.
translation apps use AI now.
Here is where I go. Right? This is my destination. So where's Tulum? It has to be kind of close because it's only 2 minutes. Where are you?
Tulum. Tulum. Playa Azul.
Oh, here.
Tulum.
Yeah.
Right.
Alright, so I have to go from here to there in 2 minutes. But it's pretty generous.
Alright. So, with Gub, that's all of my harem in there. So, I don't know if the child will still go after Ogrenix, since Ogrenix is stinky right now. But I know the child still plans to go after Abel. So, Abel... Because I was telling the child about how Lottie plans to... I was like, so because of what he discovered about Skysteel, Lottie has 2 ideas for how he could possibly get it. 1, romance in Aarakocra. 2, make it with alchemy. He's currently leaning towards 2. And they were like, I'll work on 1 for you. So we cover both bases.
Makes sense.
So Abel, I have to presume there's some female attraction in there because he has a child.
Yes. No, it could be the situation of, like, didn't realize until he was, like, married and then, like, had to divorce.
Fair.
In fact, I kind of like that. I don't know what it is, but I kind of like the idea of
nothing
Abel...
tragic happened to his wife or anything.
I just kind of like the idea of, like, the
they married young, had a kid, and then Abel was like, actually,
It's almost... I almost want to say it's like the war thing. I think... this is going really bad. It's like... being in close quarters with all the men made Abel realize that that's what he likes. And so, like... when he got back from his stint fighting in the war, he was like...
Wait. I still imagine him doing it like all the matter-of-fact, straight-to-business way he always talks.
Oh,
so he's
yeah.
just like, darling, I've realized something about myself. I am not straight. So, I'll be filing with the divorce lawyer later today. I assure you I will get you fair custody arrangement.
I would also romance the Aarakocra too. It's not just an Aarakocra, like it's not just Birdman. It's like really tall, buff, like built like a Dorito, like big, like muscly. Like muscle's a weird word to describe with a bird, but like yeah, Abel is a big man.
So, are we going just
we'll just do gay,
pure
yeah.
gay for Abel?
Yeah, I think we'll just do gay. I think that makes the most... I like the idea of that being his story, of like...
I know Minty is also on their radar, so... Which, two extremes if ever I've seen them.
Oh my god, this is annoying. I'm missing Forza 6 more and more, and its ability to break any tree!
Minty's non-binary, right?
Yeah, Minty
so
is
non-binary flag.
Yeah.
And B and...
I actually also might need your help with writing something for Minty. At some point, I want to meet her family, and I don't... Like, I'm going to give you the spoiler because I'd rather write it good than write it surprising, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want her father to be transphobic. Like, I don't think she has a good father. I think she's a really, really nasty father. I think that he does not agree with the fact that she is non-binary.
Ah.
Like, I guess I want...
Do you think she's DMAB non-binary or DFAB non-binary?
Probably DFAB? Probably?
I do think it's an interesting angle to play, because I also did this in my, like, beginner, like, baby trans era, where, like, I took she, they as my pronouns, because it made it easier to think that she was still in my pronouns. Because it made it made me feel like people weren't misgendering me.
Okay, that's bad.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, I think it could be an interesting angle to play if she's like, oh yeah, my pronouns are she, they, but it's just because her dad will always call her she, no matter what she believes or says. And like if she like eventually gets around to like cutting off that, like self-actualizing and cutting off that toxic family member, then they just go straight they.
Yeah.
Like they'd realize like actually like I've been like clutching to she as like a security blanket so I could delude myself into thinking that like my father in any way respected me as a person, but he doesn't.
But yeah,
and
it's
I'm tired of pretending that like
writing for them. I'm gonna
that's
start
in
using
any way part for me.
I'm gonna start using they them pronouns exclusively for them then, because I do like that. It's also writing the dad, I guess. I don't know how to... This can be a really crazy idea, Tyler, but I don't know how to write a transphobic character because it's not something I believe in. Like I don't know what I do to...
If you want to go with... I could use my dad as inspiration. He just like straight up ignores anything that doesn't fit his like worldview. So like he wouldn't even act aggressive when Minty comes over. He'd just be like, "Ah yes, my lovely daughter. I love her so much."
Yeah. I think
isn't it nice how she's coming home to visit her old man?
Yeah. I think to some degree the family's gonna visit them in Riverbrook first, and I think that I almost don't want to even have the dad there, if I'm being honest. Like, I don't think he'd choose to make the visit.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I think that way of describing it makes sense to me. Did I not start the thing? I did. It's not even counting down. Fuck's sake. This one's annoying because it's through a fucking forest of trees.
Alright, so Minty is non-binary and... Bi? Pan? What are we doing here?
I think probably just Pan. I always imagine... So, like, the Fey realm to me is a realm of, like, emotion magic, so I think that there'd be very little in the way of preferences for most fairies. I think, in a sense, Duke
Which makes it very funny to have a transphobic fairy.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing, man?
Well...
Like, the spirit of your woods goes by, like, Zeezer. What are you doing?
Well, I was also going to say that Minty's probably not, like... Because a lot of fairies have, like, half Fey, half non-Fey parents. I was also going to say, like... Because it does go against the spirit of the woods. I was going to say that maybe the father is not a native Fey person. Because that also makes sense to me. But I also have to figure out why the mother would stay with it. Like, I think she's she's implicitly transphobic in that she's allowing it to happen, but like she does use.
So you want inspiration from my mom as well?
Yeah,
All right.
exactly. Yeah, like I imagine that like Minty's mom would probably like say they them when it's just Minty and her mom, and say she her when the dad is around so that she doesn't start fights.
Mhm.
And like she would sort of do the like apologetic like, I'm sorry you're going through this, but I'm not stopping his actions in any actual tangible way or holding him accountable because I don't want to ruin the family.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's sort of the vibe I'm going with.
Yeah. And like at the moment of coming out was like, why can't you just make things easy for me?
Yeah. I
Why
think
do you have to make things difficult?
Minty also has, if I remember correctly, 3 siblings? If I've done this correctly?
Have you?
I believe it's 3. I'm trying to remember, that's all, like, because I've got that. And I think all of them are, like, none of the siblings are transphobic, but I do think there'd probably be resentment for, like, the family tumult that coming out might have caused. I don't know. Like, I'm just trying to craft a family here that makes sense.
I mean, a family that would also make sense is like 3 siblings that are also all trans. Like all trans as well, and they're just equally all hiding it or like dealing with the transphobia as best they can.
That would be kind of fun, actually. I do like the idea of every sibling, every child in that family being trans, and Minty would probably be the most out of them because of how badly it went, you know.
Yeah.
Slash continues to go, like not past tense.
Yeah.
Grand Pantano to Guan.
All right.
Try
So Minty.
Tyler. You may have to help me with this one. Drive from Grand Pantano to. Can't say that one.
All right. Guanajuato.
Guanajuato. Grand Pantano to Guanajuato in under 1 minute and 30 seconds. So let's pin that one. Let's figure out what the fuck these 2 locations are. Yeah,
I can't remember who else is on Elias's list. Elias just likes Duke just likes the buff ones, the Doritos.
And
Doritos and or fridges.
yeah,
I think they do want to get with like see if they can insert themselves into Mori and Poison's a relationship as well.
that
I think they want to
will
get with the
be
both of them.
interesting. Mori is not like buff in any description of the word.
Yeah, no, I know.
So there's Grand Pantano.
Yeah, the way we were talking about it, I was like, oh yeah, I get it. Like, a Duke would fall for Mori the same way that like Jazari would fall for Lottie. Like, Lottie's not his usual type that he's attracted to, but like he'd fall for him emotionally first, and then as a result, find him attractive regardless.
Where the fuck is this place?
What are you looking for?
The second one that you said.
Oh,
Because like I found the first one. I'm there. Grand Pantano.
mm-hmm.
I like saying it in an extremely white way, like Grand Pantano. But I cannot find. I wonder if.
There it is, Guanajuato.
Where?
To left. The left.
Whoa. In 1.5 minutes. Oh, you know, it probably counts the whole city though. This whole city is probably Guanajuato.
Yeah.
Hello, my short furry friend. I ain't no shorty. But hi, Dragon Wolf Shark Hybrid. First time chatter. So it probably counts that whole city, which means it's probably the area of getting there is probably big.
Mm-hmm. Alright, well. So with the party members, the harem, and
Duke's harem. We can't call it
And
that.
Duke's harem out. We're at 17, so I need some more nippuses.
Let me think. How many of the original founding people do you think would be in
Oh, we
the...
could definitely put Mavari here.
Oh yeah, anyone in Rosalind's party. Like, that entire party is basically full of fucking gays.
So Mavari is a lesbian,
Yes.
right?
Yep, Mavari is lesbian. Lesbian
Was
poly.
Mavari also a part of the polyamory, or was she just into Rosalind?
Oh,
And Rosalind was into more people?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, were Mavari and Esmira also together?
No. No.
Or was it just they were both into Rosalind?
Rosalind was capable of uniquely finding a dynamic where not everyone in the poly was into everyone else. Mavari was extremely happy just being into Rosalind while Rosalind was into other people. Like, I think that Mavari was
Which is what's going to be a lot of his situation.
Yeah.
For a lot of it, yeah.
And I think for Rosalind, you should probably put Rosalind on there. And I think Rosalind would also be pan-poly.
Pan and poly.
Yeah. In fact, put Rosalind before that if you're going to start with this party, yeah. Yep, there we go, I got there.
Mavari is... lesbian.
Both...
Ledalabine.
Basara is ace. Basara, in fact, is ace arrow. And I think that's under the queer umbrella. We have to respect the ace people.
True.
Yeah, so I think Basara is, and that'll give you a good time to, like, draw Basara fully.
Yeah. Someone asked Matsuri, like, how do you know your ace arrow from one failed relationship? Like, how do you know you're not into men? You just didn't have the freedom to express it. And she's like, no, I've had the freedom to express it, to experiment since then, and I'm still not into women either. So
Yeah.
just not much into anyone.
Yeah.
Unless I'm fighting them, in which case I'm into fighting anyone.
Yeah.
Does that count? She looks off camera. I'm being told it doesn't count.
Yeah. I do like the idea of us creating a new sexuality for people like Millie and Matsuri that is fighting sexual, you know?
I'm into anyone I could fight.
But I'm only into fighting them.
But I'm only into the fighting part. As soon as clothes come off, I'm less interested.
Yeah.
I lied. Put your clothes back on. We're sparring right now.
I lied, put your clothes back on, I'm going to
Choose
punch
your
you in the
weapon.
face.
Choose your weapon.
It's dream sexual
Quickly.
all over again, oh no, Lamau. But yeah, I think the rest of Rosalind's thing, basically all of them, like...
So Rosalind, Mavari, Basra,
yeah.
Reeve and Esmira are already on here, so they can't be here again.
Yeah.
Mother Mudroot?
Mother Mudroot is definitely the most straight out of all of them. She had her phase experimenting with Rosalind, and I actually don't know if she would be on there. I think that...
her wild and young 80s.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
Her wild and young experimentation in her 80s phase.
She had her lesbian fling, and she's like, it's just not for me. She's also too much of like a real stereotypical like nuclear family kind of mother. She wants a husband, she wants to raise a child, you know what I mean? Like that kind of...
Yeah.
She's very much in that archetype.
Alright, so let's
not put her.
We'll start with Rodriguez and we'll go into Bloody Demons.
That's fun. I like that. Rodriguez,
because Rodriguez creates a nice melt from the Rosalind's group into the Bloody Demons.
Is there any others in the Rosalind group? I think you're missing Plakta.
Oh yeah, I guess Plakta. She's probably technically non-binary.
Yeah, Plakta is non-binary, but in the way that
she's
plants
non-binary
are
and binary and pan-gendered and like everything in between.
Yeah, she's kind of all of them. But the easiest way is just
queer.
Just say non-binary queer. Like is probably just the easiest way to say it. And then do Rodriguez. Omnipresent. Well, yeah. So the primordial ones in our D&D campaign are considered to be like a sort of species of omniscient and omnipresent sort of like godlike beings who had sort of power over magic in such a total way that they used all of the schools at once simultaneously, and in a such sort of created their own school known as creation magic. If you sort of like did an arcana check and you can tell like this is transmutation magic, this is evocation magic, and maybe you color coded them, or they all smelt like different things, or they all evoked different tastes on your taste buds, whatever, however it is your character might have done an arcana check. Creation magic does them all, and then also extra phantasmagorical colors that aren't in the rainbow or spectrum, or extra tastes, like, you know, that kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
And so part of that is represented by the alchemy system that exists in our campaign, where it gives mortals very fleeting and temperamental and very, very difficult to master access over creation magic.
So Plakta is like gay and straight and bi and pan and lesbian,
Yeah,
and
they are
like,
a hive mind as well. That's the other thing, is the primordial ones are a singularity in a hive mind. So in Rosalind being with Plakta, she's also with all of the primordial ones, and also I hope that
yeah,
that
she's
gives you
technically
context.
banged them all.
I hope that gives you context for why all of them felt grief when they were when Lottie had to tell them that Rosalind had passed away.
No, that was my blorbo from the surface.
Yeah, literally. We're bringing it back to that. They all felt that because they all felt the same attraction to her that Plakta did, because they all are each other.
Plakta.
Yeah. Plakta is just one face and one body to explore the world of the Strand for this thing, for this, like, being. But then, obviously, we all know that she got cut off from them when bad shit happened with Lord Zinistera, right?
That probably feels super weird, and that's why they're like, get her back.
Yeah, absolutely. It feels like I've just stolen a bit
Get
of your
quote
arm.
unquote her back.
I love that, actually. Yeah. So yeah, she would be...
We've had the section of our arm from our shoulder to our elbow taken. You
Yeah.
can understand that feels very strange.
Alright, from the houses at Los Jardines... I'm just gonna pronounce this like a white guy. From Los Jardines to Le Grand Caldera. Do you want to tell me how that would be pronounced properly?
Okay, so J's in Spanish are pronounced like H's.
Okay.
So, Los Jardines
Los Jardines.
and La Gran Caldera.
La Gran Caldera. I'm not going to try and do the little tongue flippy things, because I feel like I'm going to sound racist if I try to lean too much into it. There's a really interesting conversation on Ask Hank Anything about that, actually, of like, is it more racist to sound more like you're doing the accent when you're trying to learn the language? Like, is it more racist for me to go, like, La Gran Caldera or La Gran Caldera? You know what I mean? Like, what's more racist for me, a white person, to be doing in this situation? Like...
I would say it just comes down to intention. But,
right, my
like,
intention is just to
that
accurately...
I do agree that is an interesting conversation to have.
Yeah, my intention personally is just to try and say it accurately, and like, but I also genuinely like the sound of the Spanish language. I think the tongue is extremely romantic and pretty sounding. And so, like, is it racist to want to say it nicer because it sounds nicer? Is it racist to learn French because French is a romantic language? You know, like, like, is that racist? Is it racist to have prejudice in the, like, or is that prejudice even? I don't know. But yeah,
that does remind me of the Tumblr post. That's like, I didn't know being French could be surgically removed. Because there's like a particular there's a particular surgery you can get as a result of like other stuff going on with your body that does remove your ability to speak the French language, because it requires a certain sound that you have to make using that particular part of the mouth,
like a muscle,
mouth throat area,
a muscle that gets removed. Oh shit! Yeah, I get that. All right, so yeah, I need to find Los Jardines and La Gran Caldera. In under. I need to find both of those on the map.
And someone replied to that and was like, and was like, "Oh, you're French? I'm so sorry to hear that. I hear they have a treatment for that now."
Yeah. All right.
Sophia be like,
yeah, basically. Oh, that's it, right? This is it. This is Los Jardines.
Eckham's like, "Pardon my French, but and Sophia's like, "Oh my God, you're French? So sorry to hear that."
This is it, right? This is Los Jardines. Los Jardines. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So I gotta go here. the uvula. It's uvalic sounds, and I believe, if I remember, it's the L sound. I might be wrong.
If you were wrong, Wise, I wouldn't know how to correct you.
Yeah.
So, I'm not French. I ain't French.
Were you about to say I ain't France and then pivoted?
I ain't French. I was just saying French with like a thick accent. Okay, so Plachta, and then we'll do Rodriguez
Yeah,
and melt into
pivot into the
the Bloody Demons. So Rodriguez is obviously there's gay in there.
Yes. He, Mendez, and
Gay?
I think so. I think he, Mendez, and fucking Guftus are all, like, they were all a gay throuple in one way or another. They probably didn't really consider it in a romantic way. It was definitely like bros, you know. But like, I think they still
Sometimes you just kiss the homies goodnight.
Yeah, but
on the mouth with tongue.
But I also think that like, when it was sort of like the situation where they didn't really.
Gay.
Where the fuck is it? Do you remember what the other one I'm looking for is, Tyler? Or
they didn't consider it romantic, but they will mourn him like a lover.
Yeah. Do we remember what the other one is?
It was like
La Grande something.
Gran Caldera. That's the big old volcano.
The mountain. You're right, it is. Oh no, this one might be really tough, Tyler.
Yeah.
Straight line from here to there. I can go up the side of this mountain.
Probably.
In a car like this?
I like how it wants you to go around and go zigzag up it.
Well, of course.
Alright, so Rodriguez, Mendez, Guftus, all gay.
I don't know if they're all gay.
Gay.
I think that, like, it would make sense if one of them was, like, bi or pan or something. Like, I don't think they all necessarily have to be gay. I think they were in a gay throuple, but I feel like, if I'm being perfectly honest, I feel like in my head Guftus is he the fucking... Mendez is the axe one that has the anger, and Rodriguez is the samurai one that has the regret. And I think...
Rodriguez is the one who is with Rosalind. Guftus is the one who's currently abyssally contaminated, who can't respond to anything right now.
Yeah, he is the great sword. And he's, like vocally mute. He probably would have said a couple of things in our campaign before I knew that I wanted him to be abyssally
He said, like, a few words, so it hardly matters. We could just say that Rodriguez said those.
Yeah. I think before he was...
It's like, retroactively, Guftus hasn't said anything, and retroactively, Lottie hasn't eaten meat.
Yeah. I think he'd probably be, like a pan boy or a bi boy. He just...
Guftus?
Yeah. I just think he was in a...
We'll say bi because we have a lot of pans in this group.
I just think that, like, obviously at the moment he's nothing.
Yeah.
And the boys definitely had hot, beastmen dog, threesome sex all the time.
Of course.
And I'm sure Wise is imagining that now and being a horny little bitch.
Alright.
Without me? Then,
My thought was just, like, Frugal's calling them for, like, a mission or something. They're like, ah, shit. Because, like, one of them's fucking nodded in the other, and they're like, ah, shit.
Yeah.
Ah, shit.
Hey, I mean, there's definitely some furry porn out there where they, pull the knots out. I think it's insane to think about doing that. Like, they pull out, like, and just force the knot out. Like, that's... Oh, I'm not gonna be able to make it through this.
I love how instead of reading Reddit stories for this stream, we just talked about sex the whole time.
This might have been a bad idea.
Yeah,
I might still have time
I think it's a
to do
major
this.
time sink there.
I still
If
have
you
time
continue to...
to do this, but just not here. Oof. I may have... This may be the fail for this attempt. Oh,
Yeah, I would take the time to figure out and act your path up the mountain in this attempt. If it fails, I'd like stick around the mountain and try to figure out your path up.
I mean, I still have a minute, and I am really close, and this mountain is not so steep that I can't just do this, what I'm doing literally right now, as long as I just avoid the rocks, you know?
Right. Whee!
It's like, look,
Alright,
there's
so
not
Rodriguez,
that
Mendes,
much.
Guftus.
Yeah.
Guftus.
Guftus by, but they're other two gay, but they were in a throuple.
Right.
And, like, Mendes was like, yeah, he's like, rash to act, anger issues, kind of like, kind of situation.
Alejandra just called to say that you are a very fast driver. Horizon Apex complete.
Whoopee! That was easy, actually.
Woohoo!
I had like a whole minute to spare. So yeah, they were saying that because I got this. Every single one of these is done now. So
Nice.
So now I do this one, which is orange icons. So I have to win the gauntlet, and then discover Six's mural in the jungle. I don't know what that means.
I gotta pull up the bloody demon sheet so I can go through them.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna be low-key sorting, like, which ones are redeemable and which one are we just gonna kill.
Yeah, well, I also just have them memorized.
It's like, I'm not gonna bother learning the sexualities, the ones we're gonna kill.
I have them memorized as well, for what it's worth. So yeah, Gaftas Mendes Rodriguez, and then there's Lloyd and Logos. Frankly, I don't think they have anything. I think they're just straight rap boys. I don't think there's anything interesting about them.
Boring.
Yeah. I mean...
That's why we're gonna kill Logos. He's not worth saving.
Tyler, no, we can't just kill him because he's straight. That's not okay.
Tell it to Dex, I'm sure he'd be like...
We can kill Lloyd because he
absolutely
deserves it. We cannot kill Logos just because he's straight. He might redeem himself yet.
But he's straight. Alright, so Rodriguez, Mendes,
Aloe
Lavitz.
is also obviously Arrow Ace. Oh no, she's not
Lavitz is
Arrow.
crazy.
She's just Ace, sorry. Aloe is Ace.
Yeah. Lavitz is crazy, so I don't think he counts.
Lavitz and Mappy are both crazy. Like, they are both in the psychiatrics. They both came from that.
Right. I always mix up Lavitz and Mappy because a part of me always thought that, like, okay, so one of them's the serial killer who killed like thousands, and the other is insane and was in the insane asylum and had like torturous experiments done on him and stuff.
They both.
One of them might be redeemable because like they were tortured.
Yeah, they are both victims of horrible experiments. In fact, most of the bloody demons are. I don't know if you've noticed.
Fair. Well, they all will be by the time Lloyd's done with them.
Ugh. I mean, unless you do something fancy to kill Lloyd very quickly, because I am a DM of my word, and if you did manage to kill him quickly, like, it would prevent a lot of harm. But I'm also not really going to offer you that opportunity without a lot of, like, work on your end, you know?
If I work really, really hard on Sophidia and get her on our side so she just snipes him the next opportunity she gets.
You think that her
There's one between the
him,
eyes.
You think that she's capable of killing him? That's adorable.
I think she can do anything she sets her mind to. And rolls a high enough dice for.
Do you love, by the way, the dice won't help. Do you love, by the way, that, like, when I do these races, I don't drive carefully. I just destroy, like, I just literally violent into my opponents. That's what I mean by, like, Millie is the violent one in Forza. She will just run her opponents off the road. Like, they're not even close to being behind me anymore.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so... Rodriguez gay, Mendes gay, Lavitz insane, Guftus gay, Logos straight, Aloe is
Do you
ace
want
lesbian.
him to be something different? No, she's not a lesbian. Aloe is not a lesbian. She would be happy with an ace guy. I've always been okay with that. I've even imagined
so ace bi.
Yeah. I've even imagined that she probably does have a past boyfriend and an arranged relationship thing, and she didn't like the boyfriend, but she doesn't dislike boys. She just dislikes sex, you know.
Mappy's insane.
Yep.
Lloyd no, and Frugal no. So that's it for the Bloody Demons.
Yeah.
It's just the 4.
Yeah, which makes sense. Like, if you want to make Logos something else more interesting, I would be down for that.
Nah, it's fine.
Because it is
Can be straight.
it is my intention for him to be someone you can choose to redeem. Like, that is my intention. Lloyd, no,
He
but...
can be redeemable and straight. He'd just be boring.
He's not boring.
Because Lottie can't fuck him.
Yeah, but does he want to, after all the shit he's done so far?
I mean, he'd still sleep with Ophon.
Oban hasn't done anything, though. Someone wearing his skin did it.
True, though. I mean, he still sleeps with Mendez.
Mendez isn't alive. He sleeps with Mendez in the alternate universe that you created.
But, like, in the alternate universe, Mendez has still done all the shit he's done up to this point. Up to the point that he died.
He barely did anything. That's the thing. Mendez
He beat the shit out of Millie twice.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Fair enough. Like, when I'm talking about crimes on the
Well, I guess he didn't beat the shit out of Millie that second time. That was Aloe.
Yeah.
Millie's chill about that, though, so it's fine.
It's how me and Aloe show our affection.
Both of them are bruised.
Yeah.
Holding hands and, like, got bruises and cuts all over them.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
I like the idea of, like, anyone else when they say, I'm gonna take my friend up to the bedroom here. We'll be back in, like, an hour. It means they're fucking. Millie be like, I'm gonna take Aloe up to the bedroom for a little bit. And in, like, 30 seconds, you hear yelling and screaming and the clashing of metal and magic happening. Like... you know?
Like, wait, I imagine, like, Millie and Aloe, like, Lottie's in the atelier with some random person, like, doing, like, business and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Millie and Aloe walk in, and Millie is like, Aloe and I are going up to my room for a bit. See you later, Lottie. And Lottie's like, uh-huh, and then as they're going upstairs, wait, no! Take that outside! Do not, you're gonna destroy your furniture! And then people are like, you'd rather she do it outside?
Yeah.
Millie's like, you're no fun.
Aloe's like, we'll get the cage match we want one day, dear, I promise. I do love that. In a sense, that means Millie and Matsuri have more in common than we think.
I mean, they are very similar.
Yeah.
Ace, really good at fighting. Love only fighting.
Yeah. I mean, Millie is not Arrow. Is Matsuri Arrow? I think you said she's Ace Arrow, right?
Matsuri is Arrow, yes.
Yeah, so, like, Millie is not Arrow in the sense that, like, she would love to do all the, like, romantic-y stuff, like hold hands and kissing and cuddling and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but, like...
And so would Aloe.
Physically passionate, only about fighting.
Yes! Like, the only thing she wants to physically do with anyone is, like, fight.
Affection through aggression.
Yeah.
No magic.
And, like, I think that they would also get along in a sense because before Aloe did a lot of the wind magic bullshit that she can do because of Lloyd, she was an extremely, like, she pushed herself really hard physically because of, like, the yet undefined, like, chronic weakness, illness thing that I'm saying that she's, like, dealt with younger and had to overcome.
Yeah.
Like, so she's, like...
Are you saying Aloe would get along with Millie, or Aloe would get along with Matsuri?
Both. Because you said that
Fair.
Matsuri thinks people are, like, cowards if they don't fight physically mano a mano, and Aloe is absolutely that kind of person, and Aloe pushed her body to the limit to overcome her whatever... I want to give it a name so I don't keep on calling it the whatever chronic thing that she has.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just a chronic fatigue, I'll call it. Like, she pushed her body to the limit to, like...
She's got brittle bones disease.
Yeah, sure.
Osteoporosis.
Maybe, honestly. She, like, pushed her body to the limit to overcome that, and that's... You've described that as something that Matsuri very much deeply respects, and she doesn't fight with weapons, she fights with her own hands, which is also something you said Matsuri respects, right?
Yeah. I think at like in the current day, Matsuri would have learned to like accept magic, but she like she would be
Yeah.
like she'd be fine with Lucille as like a red mage because Lucille clearly is still adept at fighting without magic.
Yeah.
She wouldn't respect Charm because Charm relies on magic.
Right.
That's where like her line of respect.
That's totally makes
She
sense.
respects Lucille because Lucille is like training in magic, training in swordsmanship, training in like just general like like fighting stuff. But
Charm doesn't
she
even
feels that Charm
fucking
relies
walk
on magic too
anywhere.
much.
I almost imagine that like Matsuri would be like this, and then whatever Spanish insult for like a weak person, like a weak woman, doesn't even walk anywhere. She just teleports everywhere. Like I almost imagine she might say that because like Charm
teleports, and Matsuri mutters under her breath in Spanish, like, "I hope you get stuck in a wall."
Yeah. Because, yeah, Charm doesn't walk anywhere. She doesn't even, like... Charm is absolutely the kind of person that makes the book in front of her float and turn the page on its own, so she doesn't have to. Like, she's, like, you know...
Also, it's probably a thing that, like, the intense magical shit that Charm is and carries around with her at all times is distressing to Matsuri's abyssal self.
Probably, yeah.
Like, it's sort of like the temptation of, like, an open wound around a vampire.
Yeah.
Like, she's strong enough to resist it, but that doesn't mean it's not still annoying to be around it all the time.
Yeah, exactly. So, the tragedy of Juzari's family, of his parents, is that even though Matsuri was forced to be the stay-at-home mom and Javier was, like, the actual going out to war thing, she's the one that's abyssally corrupted. What happened there? Is that something that we've talked about?
She was born abyssally corrupted.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the way I figure it is that, like, you can become abyssally corrupted through, like, repeated, like, injury or, like, specific types of injuries, and you can end up, like, abyssally corrupted, like, just as a veteran from, like, just getting wounded in a specific way, you can end up abyssally corrupted. So,
and you can also end up abyssally corrupted even without any wounds if you're just in the thicker of it enough.
Yeah, if you're in the thick of it for, like, too much, or, like...
The way that Guftus was.
There are a lot of ways you can end up abyssally corrupted by the end of your service. Mm-hmm. So, like, my characters from the Dual-Eyed Cat, Arthur and Smoke, have definitely both... They weren't born abyssally corrupted, but they became it over their service.
Yeah.
So, like...
this fucking thing, I've been
Eric.
in it for 9 minutes, and it's 43% complete, and this is just going to be the first time I run through it, because I'm going to have to do it a second time to do the clean lap with no, no other drivers that I'm driving against. Christ, this is a long one. Oh my god,
I hate to be that guy, but, like... Are you complaining about driving in the driving game?
No, it's just long. I'm complaining about the length of the event.
Yeah, alright, that's fair. Having to do that all clean is gonna be annoying.
Yeah. It's easy, but
yeah,
it'll be annoying.
But yeah, like, so, like, you could get abyssally corrupted from injury. Like, Eric also became abyssally corrupted as a result of the initial, like, getting injured in the initial abyssal outbreak of, like, the crater. Mm-hmm. So, like, he got attacked in that, like, initial, like, overrun, like, explosion when the rift was created. So, like, he got injured and became abyssally corrupted. Obviously, he wasn't born abyssally corrupted.
Right.
Because the abyss wasn't a thing then. But, like, if you, like, under certain conditions, like, you could just pop out the womb already corrupted.
Yeah.
Like, and she was one of those. So she, like, has never had magic, and she's always had to deal with the abyssal stuff. And, like, there have been, like, people around her have probably, like, theorized that, like, some of her, like, anger issues and aggression has been because of dealing with that her whole life. Like, that maybe it's a side effect of the abyssal contamination.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the amount of time this has taken. It's 11 minutes so far, and I'm only 50% in. Long-ass events, I gotta tell you. At least I'm way ahead of my competition. Look at the mini-map in the bottom left. Look at all those other dots. That's the other drivers.
Ah, damn.
Yeah.
They're real far away. But yeah, so she was always abyssally contaminated. That was never really her issue. It was more so just like the culture of the time, that made her feel stuck in her role as like she couldn't even be a proper soldier. She had to be a medic if she wanted to, like a active duty combat medic in the army. If she wanted to be in the army at all, which she took begrudgingly because like at least she still got to see combat.
Yeah.
And then like she couldn't even do that once she got pregnant because now she had to be a mom.
And she didn't want to be a mom or a wife either,
She didn't want to be a
obviously.
mom. She didn't want to be a wife. She didn't even want to be a wife.
But yeah.
I want to do a like just a 2-panel comic of Matsuri and Jazari just sort of standing next to each other. And Matsuri just like out of the blue just goes like, I think a lot of my life would have been easier if I was a boy. And then just the next panel is just Jazari looking at her with a questioning face and like in like a thought bubble with like a trans flag and question marks.
Honestly, that is kind of like I could see that, yeah. I wonder how many trans people the like period of history where women didn't have rights like ended up birthing. Because it's like, well, man, if I was a boy, I would have rights. Hey, feeling like that, like wanting to be a boy, it kind of feels good. Like, you know.
Well, there have been a lot of historical trans people.
Yeah.
So, like, that's just a thing that history likes to forget about.
Of course it does. Because it doesn't paint the picture that the white straight man, the white straight cis man is the best and most powerful person of all. Like, history hates.
Yeah.
History hates people of any sort of diversity that isn't. Imagine losing my clean lap there, by the way. 61% in. This is not the clean lap, it's fine, I don't have to worry about it, but like, imagine.
Just a quick reminder to everyone that among some of the first sets of books burned by the Nazis as a result of like getting rid of knowledge were books about like trans health and understanding of transgenderism.
Yup.
So like that was around then and studied and like a thing. But anyway, yeah. So she didn't want to be a wife, much less a mom. So, but once she became a wife, she was expected to become a wife at some point. And then because she was a wife, she was expected to become a mom. And once she was a mom, she was expected to not be a soldier anymore.
Yeah.
And she always did what she was expected of her because that was what she was told was the right thing to do. And so that's why she just snapped when Jazari like came out because like I've spent my whole life being miserable doing what I was expected to do. Why can't you do that?
Yeah, exactly.
Why can't you just shut up and be normal? So yeah.
But yeah, whatever happened to Havia? We know what happened to hers, like, because she didn't die, like, or not, like, you know, not, like, her soul didn't move on. Like, we have an idea of what happened to her because of that, but was Havia contaminated? Did he die normally?
He wasn't when last time Jazari checked.
Yeah, fair enough. I guess if you're answering coyly because you want to, like, make it a part of what we find out when we do more of Jazari's story, that makes sense.
Yeah.
69%. Oh.
I guess like I've said enough about it that it's not like a spoiler to say that like Matsuri is still around. You could still like
it's really
like I do have planned like
you've literally already talked to me about having a planned one-on-one with her and Millie that you want to give Millie like the ability to fight without the chameleon stone. Which ties in really nicely as well to the fact that I want to have a situation where Millie is put in danger without the Chameleon Stone. Like, the two
Yeah.
work really well hand in hand. That's like a little spoiler for you. Ah!
So like,
Ghosty,
like at this point,
thank you for the follow.
Thank you for this follow, Ghosty.
We're just talking about Dund.
We're talking about Dune. Yeah, so I guess it's like not a spoiler at this point to say that like at some point I have planned for it to get to the point where Matsuri is just kind of around. Like I have like baked in excuses for why she won't be available to just absolutely decimate everything in combat for us. Because like obviously if we did have just like a level 30 barbarian around, nothing would be a threat anymore.
No.
So like I have built-in excuses, like very difficult for a nightmare to get around. Just
I joined my
as it
friend's
is.
stream. She was out looking at chat, so I went right next door and told her to look at chat. Fair enough. It's alright. It's alright. I'm still in the lead. It's alright. It's alright. There's no one near me. I'm the best. It's alright. As you can see, I sort of do just... Oh, fuck. It's alright. It's alright. I'm still in the lead. I do very much embody Millie when playing this.
Yep.
Shit, that's a checkpoint that I nearly drove past, but it's alright. I'm still in the lead. They've caught up quite a lot, but I'm still in the lead. It's alright. It's alright.
So I got this. I got this.
It's alright.
Aloe in the passenger seat, like, you got this.
It's alright.
Texting.
Yeah.
Even when the car rolls over, she's still texting. She's
Yep.
like, you got this, babe.
Hi again. Hi again. Oh, no, Ghosty is saying hi to them. I guess those two know each other.
Nice. But yeah, very difficult for nightmares to get around, and also like, Matsuri has had her own thing going on, so like, she does have things that she is going to be doing most of the time, like her own goals and purposes.
Yeah.
Because like I said, like it for the abyssal nightmares to remain not lost, you have to have a purpose that you're constantly striving towards.
Yeah.
Like a purpose that's keeping you tethered to the world. Or tethered to, like, not being absorbed by the abyss.
Yeah.
And so she's got her purpose that she's always striving towards.
Not much popping around. People playing Forza. Yeah. We was in the same stream. Yeah. This is just going to be a one-off because I was going to be playing Metaphor Fantasio today, but I didn't realize that I had lost the download for it because I obviously lost all the files in that drive. Oh! Dragon also followed! Hi!
Woohoo!
I'm also a dragon. It's fine. It's
On the
fine.
internet.
I am on the internet.
I have been writing a fic for Javier, but like Matsuri also knows like how Javier was to like the end of his days, so like just ask her.
Yeah. I'm sure Jazari will want to. Because it was his dad.
Yeah, probably.
And probably the rest of the siblings as well, right? Like, he'll probably want to know what happened to them all.
Yeah, almost definitely.
Yeah. So I'm sure we'll learn just through osmosis if Jazari's willing to ask those kinds of questions around party members.
Yeah. I think the only thing that would stop him from asking is just the fact that he doesn't think anything would have changed. Because, like, the consistent theme with Jazari's character is he has a much greater impact on people's lives than he thinks he does.
Yeah.
So, like, he thinks that when he was kicked out of the family, they all just carried on living. Like, exactly as they were, but without him.
Yeah.
So he thinks that Matsuri and Javier stayed together, and all the kids eventually grew up, joined the army, and just stayed in the South and did the whole the thing you do when you live in the South. You just join the army, probably die in the army, or you marry and have kids, and those kids grow up and die in the army. Like,
Yeah.
just something.
No, I get what
like
you
so
mean.
he thinks that's where it went. Just like he thinks he had very little impact on Mivari's life overall. He's like, I only knew her for like 2 years.
But he's like the reason why she loves animals so much, isn't he? Like,
Yeah, like I've figured like he's the reason that she's stuck with it.
yeah.
Because like she definitely,
For 700
I like
years.
to think that she, part of her that was like thinking of like giving up the interest in animals because she like thought it made her weird, and Jazari showed her like through his like passion for music that like sometimes it's fine to like things in an amount that makes people think you're weird.
Yeah, passion is fine.
Like if it's the thing you love with all your heart, then like you go after it and like screw what other people think. Which Mavari would probably credit that develop then as being how she met Rosalind as well, because I imagine that's also Rosalind's attitude.
Yes, absolutely.
And Rosalind would have been attracted to someone with an amount of passion for what they do.
Yeah. In fact, if I'm being honest, if I'm thinking about all of the people that Rosalind had in her group, I think it is the passion, like the fiery, strong passion emotions that they had for their respective things that they wanted to do. So it's like,
Ismira was a passionate musician.
Yep.
Mavari is passionate about animals.
Basara's passionate about
Mother
cooking.
Madru, even if like Rosalind was just a fling, she was still passionate about her beliefs and about healing.
Yeah, about healing in nature, and Rosalind really resonated with the idea of nature. Reeve was passionate about like.
You're unbelievable, you know that? I pulled a
I'm trying to think actually, like
huge
knowledge,
job
like,
on that. Really
because like I
glad
said, he was an architect when Rosalind found him. Right.
Yeah.
That was the thing he was doing.
About history and learning.
Yeah. It almost sounds like he's the preservation fucking dude, but at that time the grandpa would still be alive, so.
200 years ago?
Oh, well, no, because he's still alive then. That means your grandpa never would have been it if he's still alive to still be the Archon of
No, I mean,
preservation.
like... No, if you're saying that, like, that Reeve might have been the preservation guy.
Yeah.
Might be the preservation guy. He could be, if
then that means
he's
Lawrence...
less than 200 years old.
He is, yeah.
Because Lawrence died 200 years ago.
I think we just discovered who the Archon of Preservation is, Tyler.
Sick.
Hell yeah. I like that a lot. Then yeah, no, he absolutely is.
I do think it would be funny if Rosalind
Got with
thought
all
her
the
criteria... Yeah, if Rosalind thought her criteria for her gang was just passion, but it turns out her bar for passion is literally the Archon of that thing.
Yeah. I don't think Ismira would have been the Archon for music, though, and I also don't know...
Well, because the Archon for music is Jazari,
Yeah.
and he's been alive the whole time.
I also don't, like, Ismira likes music. I don't think that's the thing that she's passionate about, and I think part of this is just because you guys have not done a lot of time learning about her and Basra's collective backstory, and also part of that
That's
is
fair.
because I don't know hers and Basra's collective backstory yet.
We haven't really, like,
Yeah.
delved with her
I
yet.
think...
I have been meaning to, like,
I
get to know her more so I could figure out what the deal with her weird trances are.
Mhm.
Because I remember that was a thing that, like, she was going to tell us at some point, but then didn't because we didn't know her very well.
Yeah. I think that the theme I want to have with the two of them is, like, finding a place that they belong, like, finding a place that they can call home.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know how I want to manifest that yet. Anyway, now I have to redo that entire event, but this time I'm not allowed to touch any walls. Whippy.
Yeah, Rodriguez got kicked out because he wasn't really passionate about anything because he hadn't met Guftus and Mendes yet.
Well, his passion, he didn't get kicked out. His
No,
passion
I
was
know.
on revenge. He
Yeah.
well, so sort of.
Right,
His
because
passion
he's the Ekim parallel.
sort of. So his passion he so how much do you know about his story again? I'm okay with telling you more than you should.
Virtually nothing.
Yeah, I'm okay with spoiling some of it.
I know he was in Rosalind's group, and Mavari has a beef with him. He apparently didn't show up to help with Lucrezia and Plachta being targeted and Lucrezia being attacked.
Well, Lucrezia wasn't
And,
attacked. Lucrezia
Mavari
showed
still-
up and just died in trying to save.
Right, well,
yeah.
I
He
know-
didn't show that.
I know that he didn't show up for when everyone got back together to help with that situation,
Yeah.
and Mavari is still sour about that.
Yes.
And I know that he was a part of Rosalind's group, and he's now not.
Remember, he would be an adult by then. Like, he'd be like a reasonably old because like he would have been adventuring with them for like like timelines are weird.
Well, I'm just saying, like, whatever age he is now minus 30 is how old he would have been when the thing with Lucrezia and Plachta went down.
Yeah.
So if you're saying he's in his late 40s...
Well, I think maybe that's why I was saying even later. I was saying like maybe mid-50s, because I would imagine that Rosalind would have picked him up from the ruins of the town that he lived in when he was around like 17 to 18. And then she would have like had him around for like a few years while they adventured, like to the 22 to 23s. Would have gone on like...
I do like the idea of Rodriguez not being the Ekim parallel, but being a kind of parallel to Millie. Of, like, he's where she could go. Like, if she, like, gets influenced in the wrong direction. Like, being young and taken in by an ostensibly, like, good, like, role model, but for one reason or another not going in that direction and getting consumed by something else.
Yeah. But, like, if I could finish this, because I was on a train of thought, Tyler, and you just kicked me right off that train. Like, I imagine that, like, Rosalind would have found him in the ruins of his hometown when he was, like, 17 to 18, and they would have adventured for, like, a good 4 or 5 years. And then also remember when they stopped to have a normal end of their adventuring party, they probably would have done that for, like, a year-ish or so before the distress call to rescue Plachta came out. So I imagine that he probably would have been like mid-20s when it happened, and less redeemably so that he didn't go to help because of that. And he's probably in his like mid-50s now. Like, that's why I was like, you were like mid-40s. I was like, probably older than that when I'm thinking about the timeline, but I never got to actually explain that.
Right. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
But, like, I just was going based on the, like, if you're saying he's, like, late 40s, that's max 49. Minus 30, he was max 19 when all that happened.
No, he would have been, like...
a crazy age to be beefing with his actions at that point.
No. He would have been, like, 18 to 19 when they started adventuring. Maybe even a little bit younger, like 17. But they would have adventured for, like, a good a decade-ish. And also there would have been a year where nothing happened when the party, like, broke up. And then, because of his feelings towards his goals not being met, he would have not come back to save or help Plachta. And that, like, them not having a literal paladin tank might also, like, Mavari might, albeit unfairly, directly correlate to Lucrezia's death, because if there's anyone that should be taking major hits, it's the paladin tank, but the paladin tank wasn't around, and so because of that, Lucrezia took the hit instead, right? Like, it could be like that kind of situation. But that's also not the... I'm going to do a Gooseworks here. That is not the most irredeemable thing that he's done. And Rosalind does... Mavari doesn't even know what the actual worst thing that he's done is. But it is, the thing that he's done that's the actual worst thing is the thing that he's trying to, like, redeemed his he's like living through the guilt of.
Right. I have a question.
Go for
it. Totally unrelated to anything.
Go for it.
Um,
It's a lie that you're
what's
saying it's
the
unrelated.
what's the action economy of summoning or dismissing Melody?
Shit. I don't know. Probably a free action, honestly. Literally no time at all. Because it's literally just at the thought. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you ask?
What would be the action economy of forcing a Melody vision upon someone?
You can't.
I can't?
No.
No.
That would be like...
Can I for story purposes? Like, I'm not saying like I want the ability to like accost a random wolf with Melody vision to incapacitate them for a minute. I want like for story purposes.
Yeah, I can't imagine being able to do it just because, like, what I know Melody is puts her in a position where she's extremely weak. And because there is magic that allows you to accost and even strip control of other creatures' minds. That's literally Logos' fucking specialty, right?
Yeah.
But, like, she wouldn't have the capability to do that, is what I'm sort of, like, suggesting here. Like, if I miss that checkpoint, I'm gonna cry. There, I missed the checkpoint. Oh well, restart event. This is gonna take a few tries, I think.
Right, I guess... Yeah, alright. Damn.
Can you give me your context, even if it might mean that you don't get to have as much of a cool surprise behind it? For, like, what it is you want to do? Because we could probably figure something out.
So, you know, like how... there's always going to be like a battle where we have to, if we have someone that we want to redeem, we have to like, we're still going to fight them at some point.
Right.
And
that's
there's
what
going to have to be
ally
like,
fight is going to be.
We gotta get like points in for like, you should not be evil anymore, you know?
Yeah.
And I wanted to, like I had the idea of like, depending on how many, like what kinds of memories we get, and like if there's anything that I think, and anything in there that I think I could work with, I wanted to in the Rodriguez fight, in the eventual Rodriguez fight, hit him with Rosalind memories, to see if I can trigger some empathy from him, or trigger regrets, get him sad. That also works.
So my situation is you don't, and honestly shouldn't, be leaving it up until the fight to be making points. I'm just gonna say that right now.
Yeah, probably not. But like, it's just like another like, because I
get what you mean.
We've already gotten points with Aloe, but I also still have that other scene where I wanted to still like have a moment with her.
Yeah,
like that's
I
wanted a moment with Rodriguez with that.
I also get what you mean too, in the sense that like even if you can't possibly know because I'm not giving you the numbers of the bars, but even if you have met the threshold, logically in character Lottie wouldn't know that they've met the threshold unless Rodriguez was like, I have decided to be good now, like, and so even if he's like quote-unquote accrued enough relationship points, he would still want to.
If Rodriguez is still coming at him with a sword, he's going to assume he hasn't met that threshold
yet. Exactly. Like,
so he's
I
gonna
get that.
Keep still fighting like he hasn't.
Yeah. No, I get that. Yeah. No, I am not sure. Because Rodriguez is a much more complicated one than the others. Like, the other Bloody Demons are going to be ostensibly very simple affairs, other than the frugal Lloyd, like Frugal, Lloyd, and him are going to be the three complicated ones. The rest of them are going to be ostensibly fairly simple affairs in the terms of like how you approach their actions and
Well,
like
I
what you do.
imagine Frugal and Lloyd are going to be simple in the sense of like we're not approaching them with the thought of redemption. So like we're approaching them with like how most efficiently are we going to kill you?
Interesting. Interesting.
Because I mean, I don't see how that's. I mean, change my mind, I guess, but like.
$5 says you like Frugal by the end of the campaign.
Absolutely not. He's already burned down an orphanage, man. I don't know.
Has he now?
Yeah. Unless you're calling Sophia a liar. She would never lie to me. Sophia is the most trustworthy character.
I don't know, I just
she
feel
would
like...
never lie.
I just feel like... I don't know.
He also set me on fire.
You did kick him in the face. I feel like you two are even. Mix up.
He did more. Well, he would have done more damage to me with the fire if I didn't get the temp health. And he was gonna torture Millie. And then there's Lloyd, who's like a whole other thing.
Lloyd, I'm gonna fairly confidently tell you, is irredeemable. There is no good ending for him. The good ending for him is that he dies quickly, instead of a slow, painful, tortured death like some of the other characters in the party might want to do, you know?
Yeah.
But I will tell you right now, he and,
I guess, yeah, if Lloyd's goal is to essentially kill all of the bloody demons, and that includes Frugal, and means I'll probably have to save Frugal. I don't like him.
Then don't save
He's
him.
stinky.
Then don't save him. Then don't save him.
He's stinky.
You're allowed to pick and choose who you save here, Tyler. That's the...
I know, but Lottie's principles, Lottie has principles and stuff.
Maybe he hasn't done enough to deserve it then. Yeah, Lloyd wants to become God, essentially. He wants to, you know... He's doing something to become God. We just don't know what it is yet. I mean, I do.
He's trying to get in Lord Sinistera's pants. So then he could also turn Lord Sinistera into a Eidolon thingy.
Gotta go soon. Had a really great time. Just enjoyed listening to you yap for hours. Have a good rest of the stream. That's alright, puppy. If we're still going when you come back, feel free to pop back in. I'll be like 40% through this event.
Pants. Oh, Lord Sinistera.
I can promise you that Lord Sinistera has eyes only for one.
Well, yeah, that's kind of the whole purpose of the whole Archon of Love thing.
Yeah.
Though that does mean that the other half of that Archon of Love is probably came and went a few times over the years. Which is fun.
I'm also going to say that for the sake of the way that Lord Sinistera is currently maintaining himself, so is the... so both halves are. Because I think that, like, the way that he currently is, it wouldn't make sense for him to still have his soul anymore. So I think we could reasonably say that both halves of the Archon of Love have been popping up since then.
Are you excited for Dominic the Sage?
I'm very excited.
Get that sage knowledge back in?
Yeah, I'm very excited for that. That'll be really fun.
I'm excited for my contrivance for why I use a sage.
That could also be, you know, you were talking about like Lottie not having a multi-class, like you didn't want to engage with that mechanic, the way that Lucille and Poison currently have a planned multi-class situation going on. Sage could be your, like, Lottie's multi-class.
Could.
Yeah.
But like for Dominic, well, he probably would dabble in non-Eorzine classes, but Sage is like, you know, the best one. So he's just like,
Sage
why would
certainly
I
had the most potential.
bother with this wizard shit?
Yeah, Sage certainly has the most potential. The reason why Sage
Why
has
would I
so
bother
much...
with this? Yeah, why would I
Yeah.
bother with this wizard shit when I have 4 laser guns following me at all times?
Yeah. The idea behind Sage is that it has the potential to be as powerful, if not more powerful, as Wizard, and as medically, like powerful as, like, the best healing classes. Like, it has the potential to be in both extremes without any magical capacity on the part of the user. Because it's all stored in the fuck, what did I call them? I can't remember.
I don't remember.
Yeah. It's in our conversation about Dominic.
Probably, yeah.
But yeah. No, I am definitely
Dominic.
excited for that. I am excited for that.
You know, at some point, I had the thought that, like, I wanted to, I was like, I wonder if I could convince Aretha to let me make Dominic be the one who created the crater. And then I was like, nah, he probably has thoughts about that.
I already have, yeah, I very much have an exact set of characters that have done that, sorry.
Yeah, and then I was like, I don't think there's anyone he would love enough to do that. Do that for.
I mean, maybe...
Himself, maybe.
Well, so if no, the situation is if I hadn't already made characters, probably yes in a heartbeat with no problem, actually. It's literally just because I've already done it. It's nothing to do with, like...
Yeah, like, at the point where I was thinking about it, I figured you had already definitely had something, like, there.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I was just like, yeah, probably not. And also, like, additional, even if you had, again, the established thing is that, like, they did it to bring the lover back.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't think there's any lover that Dominic would care enough about to try to bring them back to life.
Oof. Sorry, Jazari.
Yeah, that's gonna be a harsh truth.
But yeah, no,
If he even remembers Jazari's name.
That's gonna suck. But yeah, like, no,
yeah.
I probably would have had zero problem with it if it just wasn't for the fact that I'd already done it. Like, I'd already picked something out and written the story for it.
Can I have Dominic be what killed Lord Xenostera in the first place?
No, the explosion did that. The forge exploding is what did that. Sort of.
No, because I mean, like, you wanted to bring the dead lover back to life, right? That was the whole thing.
Oh.
So, like, the reason the dead lover was dead.
Is Dominic that old? Damn.
Not as far as you know.
So yes is the answer to that question. That is the yesiest yes to have ever yesed.
Like, honestly, I'm fine with telling you all of the story.
No,
if it means like ironing out the details, but like I just
look, like, you offering that to me is such a fucking, like, deviled egg on the windowsill, Tyler, because man do I want that. But like, I really shouldn't. Even though if it wasn't meant to be eaten, it would have been placed there. Like,
right, yeah. Why would a deviled egg be on the windowsill if you weren't meant to eat it? Every second you wait, it gets worse, Aretha.
I know. I fucking
the safest thing is to eat it fast and eat it now.
I love that bit so much. The deviled egg on the... Because people don't realize it's also the pun. The devil on your shoulder is the deviled egg.
Yeah,
I love the pun of it too. But yeah, no, like, that is definitely a very alluring idea. Do you think there's not anything that you are not confident I would agree to if you were to drop it on me in a setting where it's much harder to take back the canonicity of something because we're in the middle of a campaign currently about Dominic's story? Like, is there anything that you're like, man, I don't know if I say this...
The main thing is the fact that he's so fucking old.
Yeah, no, that's fine. There's plenty
and
of...
ostensibly human.
Yeah.
So like
You are
the
more than...
main things that I would need you to agree to is like he's human, he's a sage, he's very, 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 very old.
Yeah, no, I've already fully agreed to that. I'm fully... No, 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 no! Oh, that was really bad. If I touch
And like
a wall...
everything else I could work with retconning if you decide in the moment that it's not acceptable. Unacceptable! So like other things I could work with.
No, I'm already okay with that. Like, I'm fully okay with you having a contrivance that gives a human that much long life, even when they would never have anywhere near close to that. I fully...
Mm-hmm.
Can I actually give you a hint about something that may work with it?
No, I already know what it is, but you can tell me anyway.
No, something else. The other thing, right,
Sure.
is that I've always had the belief that whatever either one of us decided to do that would cause the party to have access to the Sage's powers in one way or another would be the technological step that the party and the greater world as a whole would need to create protection against the abyss that is true protection against it, that would allow people to stay in there unaffected. Like, I correlate those two events very deeply, and that almost kind of sounds like it makes sense, especially as well, if the dude was in the crater when it happened and is still alive. Because if he was a sage, he would have been in the laboratory with the rest of the sages when the crater went up, when the explosion happened, and the rest of them would have died, but maybe he's unlocked some secret extra fucking potential with the, still can't remember what they're called, with the sage weapons.
Yeah. See, I don't think he was at the crater when it happened.
Okay, that's also fair. Not every sage was.
See, like I think he is a sage. He is very, very old, but he just wasn't there when it happened.
Yeah.
So like it's still weird that he survived. It's just not weird that he survived the explosion because he just wasn't there.
Yeah. But yeah, like I think that like for me there's an extremely deep correlation. Because sages are very, very much about using the ethereal technology to create walls and barriers, right? Like that is the big part of sages shit as well, right?
The thing that I just am trying to like think about is that like obviously I want his knowledge and his history to be learned, right?
Yeah.
But like I doubt he will tell anyone. And like I don't know, he might be the type to journal, but
Just
is
make
he the
him
type to journal and leave his journals everywhere?
No, he doesn't have to leave them everywhere. We can go through his shit when we kill him. Or
True.
Yeah, we'll just find a stack of his journals in his private laboratory or whatever the fuck. Didi! Get out of my laboratory! Like, that really could literally be all it is, right?
True.
Like,
I guess the only like problem I have with that is just like, I guess because I'm still thinking about it as like a game, and it's like, oh, you get like the info dump of every single journal once you get to this one area, and like gameplay wise, I want them to be like a scattered drip feed of information around places. But like, I suppose, yeah, it does make more sense. Like you just get all the journals and you can.
Yeah.
I suppose I can still do the scattered drip feed because he probably doesn't write in Common. You're gonna have to translate from Eorzean or whatever.
Yeah, probably it'll be written in Eorzean. Though I was also always going to say that Common is a descendant language of Eorzean as well, so they'd probably have a lot of, like, it probably wouldn't require too much translation. It'd probably be kind of, like, descendant in the way that, like, we speak like this, and ye olden tongue doth spoketh like thiseth, you know, like, that kind of...
Like Shakespearean is, like, technically English.
Yeah, exactly. Like, like, that's always been my idea of it as well.
Fair.
That's my
I also just like the idea of...
That's my pill alarm, Tyler. I get to take pills again.
Pill. Take your pills.
Yeah, you get to come and I get to pill.
Take this spoonful of totally normal peanut butter.
I hate peanut butter. Pick a different
one. Totally normal Nutella.
Even worse. That's still a nut spread, Tyler.
You don't like nut?
I don't like nut.
Take
know,
this
it's
spoonful of
hilarious.
totally normal cum.
Yeah, there
I
we go.
guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Who put pills in this man's penis? Oh, well, I don't care. Yeah, no, I don't like any nut spread. I don't like Nutella, I don't like hazelnut spread, I don't like peanut butter. None of them. The reason why is my dad would use them in rat traps to attract rats, to kill them, so I have a heavy association between peanut butter and, like, other nut spreads and the smell of dead rats.
Huh. You're typically supposed to empty those. Before they...
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Alright. Well, anyway. I could see Dominic doing something stupid, like just mixing a bunch of ancient languages into his own code.
Probably.
Gotta learn a bunch of dead languages. One of them's probably Spanish.
Yeah. I mean, he was, after all, in the same family as Lottie, right? So... Oh, wait, no, that's more Jazari's thing, not Lottie's thing. But yeah, like, we could
But hey,
do that.
someone who's been, like, following him around and studying him for a length of time might have some idea of how to crack his code. Cough, Matsuri, cough.
Right, yeah. No, I think we could do shit like that if you really want to. But yeah, I think that, like, I have a very, very heavy correlation between recovering the lost art of the sages and creating the ability to actually go into the crater and the abyss. Like, I have a heavy correlation between these two events. Because I think that, like, that's a thing that, like, that I, like, in my head, that's a thing that only sages could do, if that makes sense. Like, even though mechanically it just boils down to temp health, the same way that, like, scholars...
Well, I mean, it could just be, like, we recover the art of the sages, and then it leads to that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, not necessarily that, like, Dominic is a part of that.
No, I'm not saying Dominic is a part of that, but I'm saying that, like, yeah, like, the art of the sages was powerful enough and specifically focused on shielding enough that it can block out magical fumes from abyssal creatures, so out, like keep that in and keep abyssal fumes out of magic, like, you know, it can protect, you know. To the point where, as well, that Lottie would probably have the ability to... Nulith! Noulith. Nulith. That's what their weapons are called, the Nuliths. In the way that Lottie would probably be able to, once he understood enough of it, immediately start alchemizing things for it. Because, like, that...
I wonder if you could use it to separate the abyss from Nightmare's spirits and let them pass on.
I have zero doubt that Lottie could come up with something like that once he had, like, Aetherlight technology. Like, that's what I'm also going to call it. Like, the Nuliths are Aetherlight technology. Because, like, you know, that's the fancy sci-fi term that people like to use, is, like, hard light technology, right? So I'm going to steal from that and call Nuliths and any other form of sage-based technology Aetherlight technology. Because it's, like, ether made into light, made into, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's, like, that kind of thing. Like, Nuliths are Aetherlight technology, so is the magic that they employ. And Aetherlight technology would have been singularly powerful enough to prevent abyssal contamination, to prevent abyssal creatures from detecting magic, were they not literally in the epicenter of the explosion that opened the hole to the abyss when Lord Zinnesthera tried to bring back his dead lover Albrecht.
Was Lord Zinnesthera the one trying to bring him back to life, or was Lord Zinnesthera the one trying to be brought back to life?
He was trying to bring his lover Albrecht back to life.
Okay.
Lord Zinnesthera actually does have a first name as well.
I'm sure. But, like, my understanding of it was, and I guess, like, my thought was, the alchemist tried to bring Lord Zinnesthera back to life, and succeeded, but in the process exploded everything.
Oh, you know what? That's a good point.
But
yeah, no.
Lord Zinnesthera was kept alive by virtue of that success. So now Lord Zinnesthera is essentially immortal, and trying to bring Albrecht back to life because, hey, that's his lover.
No, you know what? That actually does make a lot of sense. Actually, yeah. No, okay. Lords and
So then, like, my
Okay.
my
That was
thought
nearly
for
bad.
like, hey, let's be reasonable here. Are you guys just gonna keep doing this cycle over and over until there's no more planet left to explode?
Both of them simultaneously. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, no, you're right. So brought Albrecht brought Luke back.
Lord Sinistera back to life.
Yeah. Also, it's funny,
It's
because
just the sort of at the heart of the forest lies a corpse that refuses to rot thing.
yeah, so like, it is funny, right? And I'm not going to retcon either of their names, but the name Albrecht and the other name are from Warframe, because it's one of my favorite parts of the Warframe story is the Old Man Yowie story, Old Man Toxic
Yeah.
Yowie that happens.
Yeah.
His name is also Lloyd. It's a different Lloyd. Like, Bloody Demons Lloyd is spelt Lloyd, right? Like your typical JRPG spelling of Lloyd.
Lloyd.
Yeah. Whereas
Lloyd.
Whereas Lord Zunistera is spelled Loid.
Fun.
But yes, it is also Lloyd, and I refuse to change it, even though it would be a little bit confusing. Their stories are not connected in any way, so it probably won't be too bad, but like...
It's very funny to imagine, like, okay, so we keep calling you Lord Sinistera. What's your first name?
Lloyd.
Lloyd.
I'm not actually... Oh my
I'm
god!
sorry,
He was
you're-
never... No. He was never actually a lord. People just mispronounced his name. Like, or misheard his name. And
There was a
attributed...
typo at some point.
Yeah, Loi. I and R are not near the keyboard, but near each other on the keyboard.
Yeah, but they didn't have keyboards either.
Yeah, they
were
probably just
handwriting.
wrote I in a fancy way, and it was like, Lord...
Ink got smudged at some point.
Lord...
Someone misread it.
Yeah, he's Lloyd Zunistera. But he just got mispronounced as Lord Zunistera. And also because he's like an evil maniacal overlord, he kind of like went with
He's
it.
like, sure, Lord, that
Yeah.
works.
That makes me feel big.
That dulls like an infinitesimally small fraction of the pain of losing my lover,
Yeah.
being called Lord.
But yeah, no, they're Albrecht and Lloyd are from Warframe, and they basically have Old Man Toxic Yowie, and it makes more sense for Albrecht to be the one to have brought him back as well, because Albrecht's entire thing in Warframe was, and you're gonna find this hilarious, he tore a hole open in the void. You see where I get my stories from, Tyler? I pull from other things.
Yes.
He
Yeah.
was essentially...
No shit.
Yeah.
You want to remind me where the main story and concept of alchemy came from?
Yeah. So, like, the idea is Albrecht was under the employ of the Orokin, which are this objectively immoral race of superhuman aliens who would suck out the soul of children and then inhabit their bodies in order to stay immortal, right? He was under the employ of them to find a way to create technology that would bridge the gap between two solar systems, because that was a technology that didn't yet exist in the story of Warframe. And so in order to do that, he created, like, a powerful enough engine that would be attached to a spaceship that could rip a hole... It wasn't actually planned to do that, sorry. But in doing so, he accidentally ripped a hole into the void and attracted the attention of the man in the wall, or the indifferent one. Like, there's a lot of different names for him. He furiously managed to close the hole in the void, but not before the man in the wall attempted to reach through, and he severed his finger, and the finger was used in the second, like, template of the engine that would cross between the two galaxies. It's literally like a giant's finger wrapped in like a fucking space age technology, like, glass box.
Are they doing like the Bioshock Infinite thing?
Maybe. I don't know anything about Bioshock Infinite. But the finger of the man in the wall being in our world as opposed to a void gives the man in the wall control very minusculely over our world, and so he often appears as, like, phantasms to corrupt people's minds. He's the reason why Rusalka caused the nuclear overload in 1999. That was the reason why the infected are a thing. He's the reason why the fucking Corpus did the blah, like he's like, you know, the man in the wall is the reason why a lot of fucking shit happens. And the man in the wall disobeys all physics. He breaks all laws of physics. He disobeys any rules that space-time would like allow. And he also often appears to the player character, and he appears to the player character as a vision of exactly them, but with no irises, like fully black eyes, because the man in the wall seeks to understand humanity by mimicking it in cruel, often like disgusting ways. The Indifferents are like an army of dust creatures that are just amalgamations of limbs disjointedly placed onto like forms to create things, but then are not actually humans. Like the lore of Warframe is fascinating, and I fucking love it.
Clearly.
Yeah. But yeah, go on. So, like, what were you going to say about Bioshock, I assume? Like...
Bioshock Infinite, your, like, side chick girl, Elizabeth, can, like, open portals through space and time, and it's not fully, like, she isn't capable of fully explaining why she can do that. She just knows that she can. She doesn't know why. But you find out, like, much later that the reason she can is because when she was a baby, a portal was opened that she was pulled through, and, like, her pinky was severed by the portal. So, like, a part of her existed on one side of the portal and on the other side of the portal.
That's fucking
So,
brilliant.
like, because she exists in two different spaces and times.
Yeah.
Technically.
Yeah. No, that totally makes sense.
She can open up those space-time portals.
Yeah. No, that totally makes sense. Yeah. No, that does sound... The man in the wall doesn't open up portals so much as he literally, like, Control-Alt-Deletes himself in and out of existence. Like, it is literally like that. But, like, yeah, that sounds exactly like it. He has manifested his power in the world because his finger is severed in it, and the rest of him is in the other world. Like, but we're not going to toss the finger back. In fact, I think 3 fingers, I think, in total, and so they're all used in different things. But we're not going to toss his finger back because of the amount of power that we are capable of drawing from them to fuel the different things that we do. I'm pretty sure one of the fingers is the reason why the Warframes are.
I do love the idea of, like, hey, I know we accidentally stole, like, your fingers, but we're using them right now, and we like having them, so we're not going to give them back.
Yeah. But yeah,
like that's nice. They're my fingers.
There's also the Void has a lot of influences in our story. The Warframe Void has a lot of influences in our story as well, because the idea of the creatures from the Void having the power to create things based on their emotions is also sort of like another aspect of what fuels the idea of creation magic. So, like, there's timeline splitty shenanigans happening, and an alternate version of your player character creates an entire world from a storybook called Duviri. He literally just creates a new dimension, just because he like felt very strongly about wanting to keep himself safe. So like, there's like a lot of influences in Warframe's story in our campaign, and lots of really cool shit. I love Warframe a lot. I need to get back and play it because there's been a bunch of updates. Man, it would really suck if I failed clean driving right now, wouldn't it?
It would. I had this idea for a 7th spirit.
Yeah?
How many spirits do we have right now?
An amount. I don't think
it is 6,
I think you've
right?
missed one as well.
No, I have 6. The sea, the mountain, the woods, the stars, the sky, the veil.
The spirits. Yeah, yeah. Also, you need to finish this.
Yeah, I know. I still can't think of how I want it to end.
Yep, the spirits, not the yeah. Okay.
I mostly can't decide if I want the veil to talk in dialogue or if I want to imply that the veil talks the way that, like, spirits talk in, like, abstract feelings.
I think you should do that. I think you should do the latter. I think that all the spirits should talk like that. Yeah, look, she's doing the...
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I've seen it, like, a... Wild.
I love that that's
I just think it'd be fun if the veil did that, because, like, some of the spirits talk. Because I already like the sea talks normal, so.
Oh, okay. I thought that they all did like emotion inject talk instead of word speaky talk. I thought they all did that. My bad.
Nah, my
Yeah.
thought was that that's just how ghosts talk. So the veil being, you know, that boundary between the astral plane where the ghosts are and where the living are.
But yeah, what's
Would
your spirit?
speak like that.
What's your next? What's the other spirit?
Um,
Dad.
I don't know what I want them to be called, but I've had this image of like, you know, the genre of game that Yahtzee talks about, the hairy dad game, where it's like, uh, apocalypse, usually like some kind of survival apocalypse horror, big hairy dad protecting small innocent child,
Yeah, like
sometimes magical,
Last of Us kind of situation is one of them, right?
sometimes magical in some way.
Yeah.
I picture Eric at the center of the crater, with this seventh spirit who represents the magic or not magic, anti-magic of the crater itself.
Yeah. Hi, Dex. Dex has been giving me a couple of hugs. Hi, what's up? You alright?
That's rude. That's a very mean wheel spin.
Yeah. I nearly got a Lamborghini and I nearly got nearly $200,000.
But instead, they're like, here, have basically pocket change.
Tyler, look at the top right-ish middle of my screen. That's how much credits I currently have.
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, continue, Tyler.
But yeah, I picture Eric as a nightmare, like just continuing to fight basically at the rift.
Yeah.
And the whole time he's got the seventh spirit who represents like the magic or anti-magic of the crater itself. And the way I picture that looking as a spirit is like a like a human child looking, but like sickly, like pale and like sickly looking, with like this like purplish like vines like in like infecting them as a representative of the as a representation of the abyssal contamination of the area.
Yeah. So, are you saying that the spirit represents the fact that the crater exists, or the destruction of the magic that happened there, or the abyss? It's like, are you almost saying that?
Unclear.
It could almost be like you're saying that you want a spirit for the abyss, at the end of the day.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
And maybe that is Eric's eternal goal, is to like calm the spirit of the abyss and also protect her, or maybe. She's the because we need a spirit for magic. I think we just need a spirit for the concept of magic as a whole.
It's
right.
I think it was here somewhere.
Dex is just finding something
Like,
for me.
Like
Yeah.
she could be. Like, you know how like the veil is the representation of the magic of the veil, which is the barrier between the astral plane and here.
Yeah.
She could be the rift.
Oh, there we go. It fixed it.
Yeah, the image was loading in 180p. I don't know if you noticed that, Tyler.
No, I didn't.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Dex. But yeah, continue, Tyler.
Like, how much? Like I finished the sentence. I don't.
It didn't sound like you did. Dex interrupted you.
Okay, I'll start it over then. Like it could be like how the veil is the representation of the veil, which is the barrier between the astral plane and here. Like he's not the representation of the astral plane. He's specifically of the veil, which is the boundary between them.
Yeah.
Like she could be the rift.
Like she's the representation of the whole.
Yeah. The boundary between this abyssal area and the land it's currently infecting.
Yeah, I like that. And so like if she got worse, the rift would get bigger. Like, and so Eric's duties...
if that like abyssal plant thing that's like infecting her gets any worse, then Yeah.
I could see that. I think mainly I already have an idea for what's currently keeping the whole of the rift and the abyss bigger. I already have an idea for that.
Yeah, she wouldn't be like causing it to it. It's just like representation of it. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Like if the sea gets sick, it's not like the sea isn't getting contaminated because the sea is sick. The sea is just sick because the ocean's getting contaminated. Like it's the other way around. The representations.
Yeah, maybe. I will have to figure that out because I don't know how much I want to spoil about my story, but like I do have an idea already for like stuff about the hole as well, like the rift. So we'll see what works. What the fuck am I looking for?
Cornelia and Eric can have can get married and have a kid. Their kid is the rift.
Ekbalam. Where the fuck? Or Ekbalam. Where the fuck is Ekbalam? Such a weird name. Do you see it anywhere? Are you looking? Oh, here it is.
I don't know. I didn't see.
Ekbalam.
Oh.
I said.
Yeah, but I didn't know how that would be spelt based on how you were saying it.
Alright. I'm not at the thing I'm supposed to start at yet, though. That's weird.
In 100 meters, turn sharp left.
Where is... Yeah, no, we'll have to figure out... I have to spend some time figuring out how I want to, like... do, I guess, my side of that kind of... Like, how much do you want me to tell you about, like, what's going on in my head at the moment?
I don't mind knowing anything. It's how much you don't want to tell me.
I'm doing the wrong thing. Am I at the wrong place? Gran Puente, which is this, but it's not saying I'm there. I am confused.
Can you not just mark the task and have it show you exactly where it's supposed to be to start?
No. I've marked the task. That's what it says in the left there, Bridge to the Past. Ooh, okay, I'm struggling to get up this. Okay, down I go. Whee! I'm gonna fast travel back into here. Oh, apparently
Yeah, I'll
this
come
is...
up with the rest of these later, I guess.
Yeah, how many do you have left?
5. I'm thinking I want to change the order and maybe end on Rosalind.
Yeah, I think Rosalind would be a fun one to end on.
So like go from Abel and Minty to more random like village NPCs. Like maybe do Nirma or something.
Maybe.
I
feel like there are more important NPCs than the random shopkeep I like thought of one time that we could do. I don't know. I'm just saying I feel like there are.
I feel like we covered a lot of them. I guess Ogre next, but he's stinky.
Organix is stinky, but he's also a very important gay NPC in our campaign.
I guess.
And I want you to draw the Hot Lion Man.
Also, I could do Lucrezia, but
Lucrezia, yeah.
she just looks exactly like Lucille.
I don't think she looks exactly like Lucille. I think you could find a different way. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna make this. I've crashed too many times. Lucrezia's a part of Rosalind's party.
Yeah, I forgot about her.
Yeah.
She's
Wow.
bi or something.
Yeah.
She definitely
She-
was
she
with both
is-
Rosalind and Ogrenix.
Like, she is into Organix. She's not just... She wasn't... It's not just one of the family. She's into the man. Unfortunate, but...
Unfortunate. Terrible taste in men.
Hey, when you have a
Esmira,
fantastic taste in women, you have to equal it out with something.
Reeves like, you'd know all about that, wouldn't you, Esmira? She's like, oh, shut up. I just love the idea of everyone making fun of Esmira for her taste in men.
I think that's fine.
Mavari like, I just don't understand how you could, like, have someone like Rosalind, and then anyone else. And she just, like, shrugs, like, I don't understand. I understand a lot of things, but I don't understand this. And Esmira's like,
Miriam,
but, like, look at him! Isn't he adorable?
Miriam is like, look, just because
He's
you're
dying in this
Rosalind
picture.
sexual... That's what it is there's not a
Yeah.
flag for it, but Mavari is Rosalind sexual.
Yeah. You took a picture of him having spilled his snack. He is crying on the floor. What? Yeah, I know. Isn't he adorable? I suppose.
Are you making the honey noodles? Smells so good.
Ogrenix is also like bi or something, right?
Organix is what, sorry?
Bi or something.
Yeah, and he's into both.
28, 29, 30. I have 3 more. Suppose I could do Jonathan.
Sake. Ah, this one's annoying. Okay. Maybe this calls for actually staying on the road, because it is a mostly straight way.
Yeah, it
And
seems like you're just making things more difficult by yourself by going mainly next to the road.
And I'll bring out my streetcar instead. A streetcar named Desire. I don't know what that is.
I
I'm
could do
referencing.
Jonathan and Grimly. Yeah. Oh, I could do Ovan, actually.
Ovan, yes.
And Eileen, maybe?
Eileen, yeah, she's a lesbian.
Uh,
Eileen is expressly a lesbian. Eileen is a lesbian who loves short queens.
Ovan Andobark is... Gay?
Pan.
Pan. Alright. 29...
Just letting you know that because I know you like the car, but what you're currently using is purchables in 406. Like, currently as in a car sitting around. Like, sorry?
It's just in the auto show.
Cool.
All the previous barn clients that actually supported for the rating thing.
Cool. I do like the Baja truck, so yeah.
Eileen Andobark is a lesbian. Leda Labine.
Would you be able to make some of that for me? Okay, that's alright. Dex makes really good tuna noodles because he does really cool shit. But then he doesn't make any for me and I'm sad. Oh, there is none?
Jesus Christ.
What?
You could have done this the whole time and you were f***ing around in the river, in the
Well,
forest?
this is still very difficult.
I know, but this is very fast.
Because this is... The turning is extremely difficult and this is easier. Like, the turning almost doesn't make it faster, is what I'm saying. It's like those couple of straightaways is really good, but like...
Ovan, Eileen, and
You need one more.
one more.
In 400 meters, turn right.
So like here is where I definitely... Oh yeah, and that counted.
In 200
Straight into the ruins. Lumfow.
You do another trans person.
Yeah, honestly.
Need some more trans rap up in here.
You're giving the trans flag to, or are they just the gender fluid? What are you putting the trans flag on Minty? I don't remember if you're.
I did non-binary. I could also give them the trans flag.
Because that is it's a under the trans umbrella, right? Like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does count.
But are you gonna give them 3 flags?
Yeah, I could do that.
I was also gonna say if you only gave them 2, their sexuality is not a big part of their character, so like you could just do non-binary trans if you're only giving 2 flags per person. But if you're gonna give 3, then yeah. But yeah, I feel like you can give that to them. Let's just pick a random homie and trans them then. Yeah.
Trans Jonathan.
I was actually thinking. So.
I've already blorboed him so much.
You have. I have an idea though. You said you think it's boring that Logos is not anything. He could just be a trans homie who's just straight now. Like, because, like, he is...
Trans het.
Yeah, trans
is
het.
Interesting.
And he would probably be the kind of person who doesn't opt into the fucking scars. And also probably capable of doing it himself, because he's an extremely accomplished, you know, wizard.
True.
So, he probably just did that shit himself. So, like,
Alright.
I could be down for that. And that means you get to draw him. But if you would prefer to do...
trans.
If you would prefer to do Jonathan or Grimly, you can. It's up to you. But yeah, I was thinking about that.
I don't know who I'd replace with Jonathan or
do
Grimly
both.
here at this point.
No, I mean instead of Logos. Like, if you prefer to do them over Logos, you can.
Right, but like my thought, Logos makes sense as being part of the Bloody Demons group.
Yeah.
And I can't just take out Lucrezia and Ogrenix because Lucrezia is part of the Rosalind group.
Yeah.
And Ogrenix is
related enough.
There.
Yeah, he's important enough. He's a part of the greater relationships of Rosalind's group.
Yeah.
Alright. More accolades. Or are we done? Are you calling it?
Suppose I could take out Ovan and Eileen.
No, I think they're important. They are admittedly singularly important for their arc, which is basically almost done. But
as soon as I eventually get over to Penella Pass.
Yeah. Well, that's not the end of his arc, but you know.
Well, yeah, but like eventually I'll make some progress there.
Uxmal to T. You want to have a look at these so you can help me find on the map? It's Uxmal to Atlantis de Tula. So those are the... So I believe I know that Atlantis to Tula is somewhere.
Uxmal's right there. Underneath the Gran Puente.
Yep, I'll put that there. I believe... Maybe I'm wrong then. Okay. Oh, here it is.
There we go.
Yep. Okay, so I'm going here. I'm starting here. This seems like one that's a cross-country one. Because there's no straight road there.
True.
But I can give it a shot. No, it didn't save the thing for some reason. I put it here because I'm trying to go through it. I can give it a shot in this car. I still might just go in a straight line, though. Cool. Good start.
Tell me to tell you some of some of my Jonathan headcanons because I blorboed him so much.
What was that, sorry?
Want to tell you some of my Jonathan headcanons since I blurboed him so much?
Sure.
He's a sorcerer, but he's essentially be like a level 2 sorcerer because he like barely put any like effort into actually like being a sorcerer. He just kind of is because like that's how sorcery works as opposed to wizardry. You're just like that's just how you are. And his parents tried to instill the like whole like ideals of like you still got to work hard for your magic even if you're born with it. And tried to put him through wizarding school, like for that, but like he wasn't interested in magic in the first place. And let me tell you, if like being forced into a school you didn't want to go to in the first place didn't turn him off of magic, having to deal with snobby wizards all day did, and certainly snobby wizards who didn't like him because they saw him as being like lazy and shiftless and like not entitled, but like basically like the trust fund baby of the magic world, where like you didn't have to work hard for any of your magic, you're just born with it. And he's like, what do you mean I didn't have to work hard? What do you think I'm doing here? Do you think I'm here for fun? Do you think this is fun for me?
Oh boy, this one's gonna be annoying too. Ah, a wall. That would make it difficult. Oh, I did it. Okay. Once again. Well, I suppose that's actually kind of close. Yeah, no, I can dig that.
Yeah.
I can dig that aesthetic.
But yeah, I think he has like a strained relationship with his parents, because like they're very much like in that like they say as long as you're happy with your life, we're happy, but like
but also still constantly try to like pressure him into doing things that
they wish you actually did something with your life.
Like yeah, you
and
can
he's
be
still
an
he's
artist
still
if
like
you want. It's just being a doctor would be a really good idea. It pays really well.
It'd make you so financially secure, you know?
Financially
We just
secure
want what's
people are
best for
very
you.
happy. Financially secure people are very happy.
You'll be able to find a good wife or a husband.
Yeah, I don't think that they're homophobic in any way. I think that they like are fully okay with him being gay.
And it's just, and so he sort of like packed up and moved as soon as he hit 18.
Yeah.
To like try and like find his own direction in life, and ended up in Riverbrook. He got sort of taken under Bizra's wing.
Yeah. So what is it that Jonathan loves then? Like, what is it that he likes? Because obviously he has
I think he's still trying to find it.
Okay. I think he has
I like the idea of him finding a passion for either... Like, because I like the idea of, like, him being taken in by Esmira and or Bizra.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, either finding a passion for food through Bizra, or, like, maybe even, like, a passion for music through, like, listening to Esmira play all day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I like the idea of him getting either one of those passions.
Or alternatively, because you seem to want to have him be friends with Millie as well. It could be, like... He does want to be, like, some sort of adventurer, but, like a weapon-y focused one, not a magic-y focused one, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I could see that as well.
I think they'd be, like, equally fascinated by each other. Like, Millie and Jonathan. Like, not in a romantic sense, obviously.
No.
I think he's strictly gay, and she's obviously ace and lesbian. But, like, I think the idea to him of, like, someone born completely without magic, like, at all, and, like, and to her, like, someone just born with the ability to do magic, like, not even having to do the wizard thing of, like, you gotta attune, channel it through, like, nature or religion or an oath or whatever.
I think to her credit,
just, like, you're just born with it, like, in your blood.
Yeah, I think to her credit, though, remember, she did go to a school with other sorcerers, so he probably wouldn't be as... He wouldn't be a shiny new thing that she's never... She would have interacted with sorcerers before. Like, you know, like...
Right.
In fact, one of her best friends is a sorcerer. She has 2 friends.
That's fun.
Yeah, I've already decided what her 2 friends are going to be. And one of them, I think, is going to be a real fun look into, like, mermaid stuff that I want to... Like, I want to have, like, a mermaid society as well. And so, like, one of them is going to be a nice look into that. And the other one is going to
That's
be
cute.
a look into a person that Lottie would have had some sort of well, I want to say relationship, but I don't want you to think fucking like had some
You
sort
knew
of
where I was gonna go with that.
relationship with while being a student at the Animal Laboratory Animal, because it's going to be like her
Oh,
two
sick.
friends are going to be one of them is going to be a mermaid, like a mergirl, her like girlfriend, and the other friend is going to be like a child who is, or not a child, but like a young 19-year-old something who is the son of one of the teachers at the Animal Lab. Like, I already have both of these fuckers lined up already.
I just had like a sad thought of like the thing about Jonathan that fascinates Millie is not his magic, but the fact that he has like he disagrees with his parents, but like he still has a relationship with them because they still love him.
Yeah, that is
It's
pretty
like,
sad.
wait, so you just like disagree with your parents about what you should do with your life, and that's like the end of that conversation?
Yeah, more or less.
I mean, yeah, what are they gonna do? Like, fucking beat me?
Yes.
Oh, girl.
Literally, yes. That's what. Oh, poor Millie.
Do you like want to talk about it? I'm a shit listener.
He's a shit listener. I like that. I like that a lot. You're doing the same
I'm
thing.
shit at listening, but I'll like sit here.
You're doing the same thing that I'm doing, where you're just giving these NPCs random, unrelated traits that make them more human. I really like doing that. I've like found a lot of love in like giving these fuckers like things that are completely disconnected from any other part of their D&D based story, but like just make them seem more real. Like I'm more
I mean, that
attracted
whole
to
backstory I gave him is completely unrelated to the D&D
Yeah,
story.
well, it is the D&D story now, is what I'm saying. I mean, like, singular tidbits. Like, I really love that Andelbach is like an action figure collector now, you know? Like, that's just the thing that he is, right?
That is cute.
Yeah. How much time do you have left before you want to bugger off, Tyler?
I probably should have buggered off like 40 minutes ago, but I wanted to finish my list.
Well, we have the list done, don't we?
True.
Has it really been a fucking year? Hold on. You did this already for our characters. Has it been a year?
I mean, yeah.
Fucking Jesus.
It's
Alright.
almost June again.
Yeah. Yeah,
Believe me, I'm not particularly thrilled by that either, because I wanted to have done other videos between now and the last Pride Month thing, but now my YouTube channel is gonna be like, Pride Month challenge day 30, Pride Month challenge day 1.
Yeah. Yeah. Pan polyamorous, ace lesbian, Duke is just pan, Jar is gay ace, Poison is pan, Maury is trans gay, Charm is queer, Lucille's lesbian, Sophia is bi, Amaranth is gay.
Yeah, I'm
Reeve
gonna
is
adjust
gay.
the order of the last two to.
Yeah. Slick is pan poly.
Probably go from like Gub, Minty, then Abel, Ogrenix, Lucrezia into Rosalind's group, and then
Yeah.
maybe end on the Bloody Demons. End with Aloe.
Or you could end with
Perhaps.
I end with Rosalind as an alternative.
Ending with Rosalind, yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
like,
like ending with Rosalind. So like party into Bloody Demons into Rosalind's group with random NPCs that sort of fit in between them.
Yeah. I could also put Lucrezia and Ogrenix in one thing.
I mean, maybe if you
They're just
really
the bi
wanted to.
parents.
If you really wanted to, it would. Give
I
you
could
another
also just
slot.
not do them. I don't have to.
Yeah,
no
but
one's forcing me.
Are there people you want to do more than them?
Jonathan Grimley.
Okay, then do that. I think Lucrezia and Ogrenix are quote unquote more important in our campaign. Right?
Sure, but they stinky.
Lucrezia's not stinky.
She neglected Sophia.
You just like Sophia.
I know. And Lucrezia isn't here to defend herself, so currently, she's stinky.
Oh boy.
I had to call her like 5 times before she would answer.
Lucrezia?
Yeah.
Oh, because you had to. Yeah.
I had to call her on the spirit phone like 5 times.
Look, she's a little tied up at the moment. One could even say chained up.
Uh,
Anyway, let's call it then.
I did want to have at some point when Lottie's got a minute to himself to try and do a bunch of those like dowsing rituals to see if he can locate Amaranth's spirit.
Mm-hmm. Oh shit. That would be a difficult conversation to have, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But it'd be one
This
he'd
is
have to have.
his because his goal would be to confirm whether or not he's
It's still alive, yeah.
alive or dead. Yeah.
I'm assuming if you can't locate a spirit, there's literally no response. It's like you're trying to dial a phone number that doesn't exist. It just immediately goes to dead air. Whereas Lucille's like, you got like the dial tone, so to speak, but it didn't pick up until you tried a few times. If you use the phone calling metaphor.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I described Lottie as having done the dowsing ritual first to like, is her spirit like around here? Is her spirit on this plane?
Is the dowsing ritual looking in the phone book?
Yeah, kind of.
Gotcha.
And like, is he around here? Probably not, but let's just see if he's within the like a 30-foot radius of me right now. Because that would be ironic.
Yeah.
Or that would be kind of bittersweetly hilarious, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, is he within like 30 feet 30 feet of me right now? Is he in this plane of existence? Is he in the astral plane?
Yeah.
Like, is the spirit in the astral plane?
No, I follow.
Obviously, he wouldn't be able to track a living person that way, but like,
Not
or he probably
that's-
could, but that'd be a much more difficult ritual that
Well,
he's not capable of doing.
Yeah, it wouldn't be his kind of thing. It'd be someone else, a different kind of mage's thing. I don't think he would be able to. I think like mages that are good at scrying would be able to. Rosalind is not Rosalind. Charm is an extremely accomplished scrying a scryer. So
Yeah.
like she probably
But yeah,
could
he'd
use
wanna-
magics to like scry on people.
But yeah, he'd want to do like those 3 rituals just to say like,
Yeah.
can I find Amaranth's spirit at all?
Yeah.
And if I can't, then I can tell Millie good news and bad news. Bad news, can't find Amaranth. Good news, I was looking for his spirit. So
Yeah. All right, let's call it, Tyler.
yeah.
I'm gonna start downloading Metaphor immediately because I do really want to play that next stream.
Yeah.
There we go. I forgot what my keybind was to move myself to this position. I'm just a silly little guy.
I'm hold up the right stories and we never.
Yeah, it happens.
We just yapped the whole time.
I'm just a silly little guy. I actually really
You are just
enjoyed
a
this.
silly
I
little
think
guy.
that between games we should do this more often, where we just have like 1 or 2 game, like especially if it's a long game like Metaphor Refantasio, like where we just have 1 or 2 streams where we just don't fucking do anything and we just chill and we just talk. Because that's the other thing as well. Between playing games and reading Reddit stories, we don't have a lot of time to just be friends. You know, like a lot of like the times that we're hanging out is like if we're playing a multiplayer game, we don't get the time to talk and be friends because we're too busy like
doing the multiplayer
there's
thing.
loot to your left, there's a red dot behind you, your sanity is at 50%.
We did that more when we were doing the supermarket thing together.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of.
Yeah. So I think like
we were being goofy.
I think between and we had a very goofy friend hanging out with us. So I think between games, and especially between longer games, like or longer series of games, like if we do all of Ban, we should have like a couple of streams that are just like this where we just fucking chill. I think this is like really good. This is
we could chill, we can yap, we could read Reddit, we could do something.
Yeah. Just get the update. Look at my floppy ears. I love my ears.
Sort of
so
a palate
much.
cleanser before the next
Look at my
series of
floppy
things.
ears. Look at my floppy
Your ears are very floppy.
Yeah. Yeah, let me... Whoops. That's not what I wanted to do. Where are my floppity ears? They're like liquid. My ears are soup. My ear...
Yeah, slurp them.
My ears and my brain are alphabet soup, but there only is one letter, and it's just the letter A going, ah!